Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio, so then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened last Friday?
I don't.
It's not worth remembering. It was the song by Deborah and Barack.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's very forgettable.
Yeah.
I'm glad we forgot about that.
So I don't even blame you for not remembering this time.
Right, yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
I did my best with what we had.
Yep.
Oh, I'm yawning because it was so boring.
Yeah, that's why you're yawning. Not because we're up too late, recording this podcast too late.
You shut your dirty mouth.
But what are we going over today?
We are doing Judges chapter 6.
Awesome. Let's go do this.
Let's. Okay, so it is worth mentioning that the last sentence in chapter 5 was, then there was peace in the land for 40 years.
Ah, yes.
Okay?
That
was
wonderful
after
peace.
That was the only sentence besides the entire song. That was
Right.
the only actual sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Judges chapter 6 opens with the call of Gideon. The Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. So yeah, that happened.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The call of Gideon. Okay.
Okay.
The Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. So the Lord handed them over to the Midianites for 7 years.
7 years, huh?
7 years.
Just like the slavery time.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And the tax time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And why weren't the Midianites dead?
Who knows?
Because
Also,
they weren't.
why did God side with them instead of just punishing the Israelites himself?
Right. Like
Just
he
weird.
could have just bombed them with
Yeah.
his God
But
fire.
instead, he sides
Yeah.
with people that completely are not on
He uses
board
them
with
as
him.
He uses them as tools.
Right.
And pawns.
Yeah.
The Midianites were so cruel that the Israelites made hiding places for themselves in the mountains, caves, and strongholds.
I
bet they did.
I mean, those are
tracks.
good places to hide, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever the Israelites planted their crops, marauders from Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east would attack Israel.
Those damn marauders. It's just like they said. They're going to attack from unknown lands. God was right.
The marauders... the marauders of the land that belonged to them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Camping in the land and destroying crops as far away as Gaza.
Damn it.
I hate it when people defend their own land that was theirs before the fucking Israelites came.
So stupid.
And tried to colonize
Why are they
it.
trying to do that?
I don't know. They should get off of the land that belongs to them.
Right.
They left the Israelites with nothing to eat, taking all the sheep, goats, cattle, and donkeys.
Oh, man.
Poor colonizers.
See, now they are going to have to eat the babies.
Yeah. Yeah, they will eat each other and the babies too.
Although it's only 7 years. I mean,
I know.
Just saying.
These enemy hordes coming with their livestock and tents were as thick as locusts. That's pretty thick.
I guess.
How thick is locusts?
I mean, you could walk through it.
Like, I've seen movies or something where locusts can make an airplane crash because they
Really?
When the airplane goes through it.
Damn.
They cover the entire window, but more than that, they there's so many of them they get stuck in the engine and whatever. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass.
I've never seen a real locust swarm, maybe. So
I think it could be bad.
I guess it could be bad.
It probably could hurt if there's enough of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, those marauders, they arrived on droves of camels too numerous to count. Okay. Did they number the stars? And they stayed on the land until it was stripped bare. Okay. That's what locusts do.
I guess. Yeah.
So Israel was reduced to starvation by the Midianites. Then the Israelites cried out to the Lord for help. Lord, help! When they cried out to the Lord because of Midian, but, not for 7 years.
Do you think we could solve our problems if we cried out to the Lord?
Lord, help! It's not happening.
No. Shit.
Nope. The Lord sent a prophet to the Israelites as opposed to the judges.
Yeah, this is a prophet.
This is
Deborah was a prophet.
Deborah was a prophet.
I mean, according to Deborah.
Right. He said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. I brought you up out of slavery in Egypt. I rescued you from the Egyptians and from all who oppressed you. I drove out your enemies and gave you their land."
I'm assuming this is Gideon.
Yes.
But they didn't say his name except for in the title of the chapter. No. They didn't introduce him.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a prophet. Saying. He's a prophet.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Let's see. I told you this is the prophet quoting God who says, "I am the Lord your God. You must not worship the gods of the Amorites in whose land you now live."
Yeah, otherwise I'll help them destroy you.
In the land that belongs to them.
Right.
In whose land? You are in their land.
Right.
He literally says it in the fucking Bible. It is their land in which you reside.
Right.
But you have not listened to me, continued God via the prophet.
Yeah.
Then the angel of the Lord.
Oh, now the angel of the Lord's involved.
Came and sat beneath the great tree at Ophrah.
So they're distinguishing between the angel of the Lord and God here. And prophet. So there's all three.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like a conference.
It's so meta.
Yeah, they got together and had a conference.
Like a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever get sent to the principal's office when you were a kid?
Yeah.
I did, and it's scary because you're sitting there and they're in that office and you're wondering what they're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know why I just said that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because they were having a conference about you.
Yeah. That's all I got. Which belonged to Joash of the clan of Abiezar, the tree, the great tree at Ophrah.
Okay. Yeah, that great tree.
That angel of the Lord sat under that tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Gideon, son of Joash, was threshing wheat at the bottom of a wine press to hide the grain from the Midianites.
What? Why? What?
He was threshing.
Is he not the prophet?
I don't think so, maybe.
So maybe he's not the prophet.
I don't know.
There's just a prophet.
There was
and
some
the angel
prophet.
of the Lord and God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon and said, "Mighty hero, the Lord is with you." "Sir," Gideon replied, "if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us?" Fair question.
Well, because God's only with him, not everybody else, apparently.
Yeah. "And where are all the miracles our ancestors told us about? Didn't they say the Lord brought us up out of Egypt, but now the Lord has abandoned us and handed us over to the Midianites?"
It's sure what it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think Gideon is asking a fair question.
Right, I agree.
Fuck knows, man.
What the fuck is your fucking problem, man?
Yeah, I don't know you. Who are you even?
What have you done for us lately?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Then the Lord turned to him and said, "Wait, The Lord, not the angel of the
The
Lord.
Lord
The
turned
Lord
to him.
turned to
Wow.
him.
Okay.
Like
he's like right there, huh?
I guess he
Talking
is.
to him, but it was the
It was the angel of the Lord, but
it's
now it's the Lord.
God.
The Lord.
You just never know who's gonna pop up.
You just never know,
right?
And you never know if a donkey might start talking.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
like it's some weird shit.
It's so random.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Lord turned to him and said, "Go with the strength you have and rescue Israel from the Midianites. I am sending you."
Alone.
Wait, what? If you were Gideon, wouldn't you be like, whoa, 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 whoa? Yeah. Hang on.
Like, I'm just one dude, guy.
I'm just trying to thresh some grapes or whatever.
I just want some wine to drink.
Yeah. But Lord, Gideon replied, how can I rescue Israel?
Yeah, that'd be a good question.
My clan is...
he's probably got God on his side. God's going to help defeat his enemies, I bet.
Sure.
You think?
But my clan is the weakest in the whole tribe of Manasseh.
Oh, man.
And I am the least in my entire family.
Wow.
Looks like I'm going nowhere. No, that was Luke Skywalker just then. But, I was doing the same, like petty, whiny boy tone. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Tashi Station. The Lord said to him, I will be with you, and you will destroy the Midianites. You were right.
Totally called it.
You called it.
God's going to be with him.
You will destroy the Midianites as if you were fighting against one man. If you were Gideon, wouldn't you be like, I never fought one man?
Yeah,
so
well, I mean...
I'm a grape squisher, not a fighter.
Yeah, could you just kill him before I show up? And then this would be a lot easier.
Yeah, you just do it.
Right. You handle it, man.
You're great. You're great. You're good. Whatever.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't really want to fight thousands of people.
I didn't come to you.
Yeah, right.
I'm
you
over
came
here.
to me.
Yeah.
And you're the one with the fucking powers, so, like, what do I need to do anything for?
Come on, Iron Man.
I'll help lead them after you kill those people.
Let's go, Captain America.
Other than that, I think this is a bad idea.
Bad plan.
Yeah.
Gideon replied, if you are truly going to help me, show me a sign to prove that it is really the Lord speaking to me.
And not me going crazy.
Right? Yeah. Don't go away until I come back and bring my offering to you.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I used the wrong... Okay, wait. No, yeah.
He's gonna go bring an offering to him, huh?
Yeah. Hey, hang on, you person that may be the Lord.
How does that prove that he's there?
I don't know.
I don't understand how bringing him something
proves
anything.
I have no idea.
He's obviously questioning.
Which is smart.
Right, yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm confused a little bit.
So he, by which I'm assuming they mean the Lord,
sure,
answered, I will stay here until you return. Okay, good for you.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good God.
That was not good.
No? I thought it was great.
It was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, right?
Gideon hurried home. He cooked a young goat, and with a basket of flour, he baked some bread without yeast. This took hours.
That unleavened bread.
He took hours.
Right? Yeah, and God just sat there and waited.
It's not like he just popped this shit in the microwave.
What do you think God was doing while he was sitting there?
Waiting for microwaves to be invented.
Playing solitaire?
Waiting for microwaves to be invented.
Drawing in the dirt?
Oh, my God. Like an Etch-a-Sketch?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Then, carrying the meat in a basket and the broth in a pot, he brought them out and presented them to the angel. So not the Lord, the angel.
Okay.
Who was under the great tree.
Yeah. So we're back to the angel now.
Now it's the angel again.
But it was God that
it was the Lord.
The Lord turned to him.
Yeah.
But now we're back to... Okay. I'm assuming that if we look up the studies on this or the, thoughts on this or whatever, that they're going to say it's the same thing.
Entity?
Right.
I have no idea.
It's just weird that they keep jumping between the way they're discussing it.
I'm like, how many people are present?
Is it God or is it a fucking angel? Make up your goddamn mind.
Yeah. Is it a rep or is it like supreme being?
Right. Are you speaking for God or is God literally here?
Yeah. I don't know.
There's a difference,
I could not tell you though.
Right.
So, okay. The angel of God said to him, place the meat and the unleavened bread on this rock and pour the broth over it. And Gideon did as he was told.
Okay.
Because, broth goes over goat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the angel of the Lord touched the meat and bread with the tip of the staff in his hand. Okay, this is the angel.
Okay.
Because God wouldn't have a staff in his hand, right?
No, it's definitely
the angel.
Yeah.
Okay. And fire flamed up from the rock and consumed all he had brought. And the angel of the Lord disappeared.
Not that.
But is God still there?
I don't know.
I don't either. When Gideon realized that it was the angel of the Lord, he cried out, "Ooh, sovereign Lord, I'm doomed. I have seen the angel of the Lord face to face."
He is crying out to God
Who
and complain
disappeared.
and like and cry, but he
Okay,
doesn't
spit
even
it
know if
out.
this is really God, and he's crying out to God
Right.
about the fucking angel he just saw who disappeared.
Yeah.
And he's like, I what?
Either you or your rep just disappeared, my man.
Right? Yeah,
What up?
he's concerned about it apparently.
Oh, okay, but listen.
Okay.
It is all right, the Lord replied.
Okay.
Okay, two separate entities were there then, the Lord and his angel.
That's the way it sounds like.
And
yeah.
then the angel
'Cause, yeah,
disappeared.
right.
And the Lord is saying, "It's all right. Do not be afraid. You will not die."
Why the fuck did the angel burn up God's offering?
Why the hell was the angel there as a rep if the
If
Lord
God's
was
there,
going to be
right.
present?
This is stupid.
Yeah. Like, you
God's
have,
literally sitting there talking to Gideon.
to dude, yeah.
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 And like, what?
Yeah, I don't understand
Okay.
this. And Gideon built an altar to the Lord there and named it Yahweh Shalom.
Yeah, you always got to build those altars,
Mhm.
whether it be in a riverbed
Mhm.
or in a house
In
or
a cave,
yeah,
in a
moat,
box
on
with
a
a
goat.
fox. So Yahweh Shalom, which means the Lord is peace.
Okay,
Uh,
except for he's not.
Right? He's literally charging you
He's
with
sending
going
him
to war.
He's sending him to war.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill lots and lots of people.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm the God of peace.
Yeah. Yeah. This makes no fucking sense.
That's exactly opposite, dude.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah. The altar remains in Ophrah in the land of the clan of Abiezar
to this day.
To this day. That night, the Lord said to Gideon,
okay,
"Take the second bull from your father's herd, the one that is 7 years old." You know that one? That one. "Pull down your father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole standing beside it."
Okay.
Okay. "Get rid of the man god and the woman god. Then build an altar to the Lord your God here on this hilltop sanctuary, laying the stones carefully."
Don't you think your parents would be pretty pissed if you just, destroyed their shit?
Dad.
I mean, they obviously don't believe in this dude, so
I
they're
know.
like, I'm gonna build these things to this other god, and
Right.
like they wake up the next morning and they're gonna be like,
"You're grounded.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Keys to the car now.
Right.
You are not driving."
Yeah.
Yeah. "Sacrifice the bull as a burnt offering on the altar, using as fuel the wood of the Asherah pole you cut down." Oh, my mom would see me
tastes so much better if you burn it over an Asherah pole.
My parents would be so pissed if I did something like this. Seriously.
Right?
Like, if I went, because they have like all
Get
this.
their like wooden cross or something from their place and like build a fire.
They have God stuff like all over their house, even on their front door in their apartment building.
Right. Yeah.
And they have like this prayer request
it's-
chalkboard on their front door.
I erased it one time because I leaned up against their door.
You didn't mean to.
I
Tell me you didn't mean to.
No, I didn't mean to.
Okay.
I'm not that cruel. I mean, it was kind of funny.
You're
after
like,
the fact.
"I'm an idiot. I'm not mean." But could you imagine, like, if I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, but God came down and told me that I need to take this shit. It's garbage.
Right.
I need to take it off of your door." Yeah, that would not happen. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I would be like, "I guess I'm going to hell because I'm not doing that."
Right.
That's their stuff.
Yeah.
It belongs to them.
Yeah. Well, and back then, parents like had the right to like kill you and shit.
Yeah.
So that's not a
Look.
That's a non-starter in my book.
I have keys to my parents' building and door.
Yeah.
And I am not trying to get those taken away from me by taking down their God shit.
Right.
They're not harming me. They can have their stupid ass God shit if they want it. Right. Whatever.
Yep.
So Gideon took 10 of his servants. Oh, Gideon wasn't bad off. He had servants.
Yeah.
Slaves.
Right.
And did as the Lord had commanded. But he did it at night. Because he was afraid of the other members of his father's household and the people of the town. See, I wouldn't do it at night.
Oh, and the people of the town.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wouldn't do it at night. If I had to go, like if God gave me no choice and I had to go take my parents' shit down,
right?
It would be in the middle of the day, so I'm not sneaking.
Wait till they
and
went
it
to
would
Walmart?
be, when they are out shopping. And I would hope that none of their neighbors saw me.
Right. Yeah.
That's what would happen.
Yep, totally.
I wouldn't go at night.
No, because that's
stupid.
Right.
And I wouldn't be scared either because if if you act scared, then people know you're sneaky.
Right.
And you're doing wrong.
Right.
I would just, like, if one of the neighbors was like, "What are you doing?" I would be like, "Okay, A, fuck off. B, mind your business. C, I'm taking my parents' shit. Thanks.
Right.
Bye."
Yeah.
Whatever,
Right.
asshole. But they wouldn't, because they don't give a crap.
Yeah.
They
No,
don't care.
definitely.
So I don't know what's happening here. Okay, early the next morning, as the people of the town began to stir, someone discovered the altar of Baal had been broken down.
Oh no.
And that the Asherah pole beside it had been cut down.
Damn it.
What? In their place, a new altar had been built, and on it were the remains of the bull that had been sacrificed. What? What happened? The people said to each other, "Who did this?"
Right.
I don't know. What happened?
Right. Yeah.
That would be me.
Who knows?
I don't know. Do you know?
Right. Yeah,
Honey,
this is
this
weird.
is scary.
What's going on?
I'm leaving.
Should we lock our doors? Oh,
Sorry.
man.
I was so shocked I had to sneeze. Sorry. Oh, it came out of nowhere. And after asking around and making a careful search, they learned that it was Gideon, the son of Joash.
Wait, how did they know? Right. How did they know?
They asked around and made a careful search.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It just sounds
Somebody
like they wanted...
saw him.
Yeah, right?
Somebody saw him and snitched.
I guess.
And you know what? People who snitches get stitches. That's what.
Right.
Bring out your son. The men of the town demanded of Joash. He must die.
Oh, damn.
He must die for destroying the altar of Baal and for cutting down the Asherah pole.
Damn.
Fuck me, man. See, that's why I'm not trying to take down my parents' chalkboard.
Right,
Fuck you.
I told you that's why, even
I
back
know.
then, I'm like, they're going to kill you, dude.
Yeah, don't do it.
Right?
But Joash shouted to the mob that confronted him, "Why are you defending Baal? Will you argue his case? Whoever pleads his case will be put to death by morning. If Baal truly is a god, let him defend himself and destroy the one who broke down his altar." From then on, Gideon was called Jerubbaal, which means let Baal defend himself, because he broke down Baal's altar.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. So that was an easy fix, I guess.
I guess.
It seemed way too easy. They were all ready to kill him, and it's just like...
Well, because they knew enough about how hateful God was that they were like, I mean, I want these poles and these idols and shit, but I don't want to go on yelling about it. And,
right.
I remember my dad saying something about people being struck down, and I'm not trying to get struck down.
Right.
Like, I don't want to defend them unto my death or nothing.
Right.
Soon afterward, the armies of Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east formed an alliance against Israel and crossed the Jordan.
Because they were worried about that one dude, Gideon.
Camping in the valley of Jezreel. Wait, what? Soon after the armies of the bad guys.
Yeah.
They formed an alliance against Israel.
Right, because remember, Gideon's going to destroy them.
Oh, they were told that?
I don't know. Apparently they were.
I thought that they
probably
were just...
somebody who was like, probably the same person that told him that there was Gideon that put up the fucking altar. Probably went over there and said, "Hey, this dude's like, he's trying to get us to go to war against you guys and stuff."
Whatever. I think that they were just, the people that own the land are always trying to take their land back.
Right.
The Midianites and the Amalek guys and all them.
Sure.
They're always trying to, it said in the beginning of this, they were always trying to get their land back.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with
no, you're probably
whatever
right.
this guy's name is, Gideon. I have to remember Gideon because my sister has some kind of lizard, like a pet lizard thing.
Uh-huh.
And its name is Gideon.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon after, they joined an alliance and crossed the Jordan, camping in the valley of Jezreel. Then the Spirit of the Lord, is that the same as the angel of the Lord?
Fuck knows. I one quick thing to interject here, though. Have you noticed that they've crossed different people, different groups, people have all crossed the Jordan without stopping the water?
Yeah, I did
multiple
notice
times
that.
now.
Something about boats and bridges. Yeah, right? They didn't need magic. They just used the power of fucking science and hammers.
Right, yeah.
So, the Spirit of the Lord, which may or may not be the same as the angel of the Lord, clothed Gideon with power.
Clothed him with power.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like he's got a god aura armor thing going on.
Sure. He blew a ram's horn as a call to arms, Remember, like at Jericho?
Right.
Yeah, ram's horn. Call
Or
to
like
arms.
the Ricola commercial.
Yeah, Ricola. And the men of the clan of Abiezar came to him.
Okay.
Okay?
All
Or
right.
Abiezer. I could be saying that wrong.
Sure.
I'm probably saying that wrong.
Whatever.
It's guaranteed I'm saying it wrong.
I mean, right, pretty much.
Okay. Apologies.
Sure.
He sent out messengers throughout Manasseh, Asher, Zebulun, and Naphtali, summoning their warriors, and all of them responded. Oh, damn.
Oh, so Gideon's not going to take on them by himself. Is that what we're getting at here?
It sounds like it, right?
Okay.
Then Gideon said to God, if you are truly going to use me to rescue Israel as you promised, prove it to me in this way. Oh, he's being awfully bossy at God.
Yeah, he is. Like, that's what's bothering me. Like, Joshua was a little bit bossy too.
Mm-hmm.
And like, God's putting up with a lot more shit.
Yeah.
From these people than he used to.
Like fucking Moses, like
he couldn't look at him sideways.
I know. He like turned the faucet the wrong way and wasn't allowed to ever see Canaan. You know, like fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay, I will put a wool fleece on the threshing floor tonight. If the fleece is wet with dew in the morning, but the ground is dry, then I will know that you are going to help me rescue Israel as you promised.
What the fuck?
That's like random
the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's like if I put potatoes in the backyard and potato bugs grow under them, then science.
If I put, to use your example, potatoes in the backyard and this one here only rots overnight versus these three don't, then God.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't something else.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Something. And that is just what happened.
Okay.
When Gideon got up early the next morning, he squeezed the fleece and wrung out a whole bowl full of water.
A whole bowl full?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of God in there.
That's so much dew.
Yeah.
Mountain dew.
Mountain of dew.
Yes, yes. Right. No, dew of the mountain.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Then Gideon said to God, please don't be angry with me, but let me make one more request.
Okay.
Is he going to ask for like 1,000 wives or like some cool new sneaks?
I don't know. Probably not.
But let me make one more request. Let me use the fleece for one more test. This time, let the fleece...
Because he still doesn't fucking believe?
He gotta believe.
Like, well,
Come
no, I mean,
on.
like, you said, if I just do this, and then he does that, and he's like, but one more thing, though, because I'm not real sure here. And if that had been anybody fucking else, God had been like, fuck you, die.
He's like, truth be told, this was a really dumb test.
Right. Yeah, because it was. It was a really fucking dumb test.
Exactly.
All right, what's this fucking... what's he doing?
This time, let the fleece remain dry while the ground around it is wet with dew. Oh, my God. So that night, God did as Gideon asked. The fleece was dry in the morning, but the ground was covered with dew. The end.
Sounds like he was just procrastinating not to go to war. And
I don't want to go to war, man.
Right? Yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So,
whatever.
So that happened.
It did.
That was stupid.
It was. Well, I mean, I don't... Things are... The way they phrase things in the Bible are so confusing because they are like, there's 3 people here, there's 2 people here, there's only 1 person here. It's all in his head. It's, I mean, like, that's just whatever they fucking want to say.
I just want to know, is the angel of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord, and the Lord himself, like, are those 3 separate entities?
I don't know.
Were 3 different people talking in that room? In the room where it happened.
Right.
The room where it happened. The room where it happened.
I honestly don't have a clue.
Well, maybe shit will get cleared up tomorrow when we read Judges chapter 7.
Highly doubt it. But
why you want to kill my dreams? Why you want to be a murderer of hope and joy?
Yeah, so it's going to get cleared up tomorrow. Totally. Guys, join us tomorrow for Judges chapter 7 here.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you then.
Chuck nuts. Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
I do not. But I want to start off real quick by apologizing to everyone just right off the bat. Wife is not feeling well today. So you'll have to forgive for any, sicky sound stuff.
Yeah, I have the barfies.
Because overshare. Yes.
Well, I have the vomities.
Yeah, good stuff.
There's a bug going around this area.
That's what the doctor said.
And I caught it.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
So, yeah.
My throat's a little bit scratchy and my voice is not what it should be.
And we didn't plan ahead, so we don't have
Nope.
any, episodes, so
We
we're
don't.
just trucking through this.
Yeah, so I mean, you should really be proud of us for how we're making it happen anyway.
At least proud of wife. She's making, she's making this happen.
I'm giving it the try, you know.
All right, so what did we talk about last week? Or like yesterday?
Yesterday.
No, was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That day.
It was something about Gideon.
Oh, yeah.
He was called.
And then there was like the God, and there was the prophet, and then there was the angel of the Lord.
And the spirit of the Lord.
Yeah, that too. There was like a big Zoom conference of them all.
Yeah, and we didn't know how many entities there were.
Right, because it was weird how they kept saying things for each other, but then also as each other, and then like
and then one left.
Yeah. He's like, "Peace out, bitches."
And we were like, oh, okay.
All right. Well, what are we reading today?
Judges chapter 7.
All right, let's go hop into this.
Okay. Okay, so Gideon chapter 7.
Okay.
No, wait, not Gideon chapter 7. Judges chapter 7.
Yeah, that.
Sorry.
We already put the disclaimer up front. You got all kinds of leeway today.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Our fans are awesome, and they're going to give us that.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
So Judges chapter 7 starts with Gideon's men defeat the Midianites.
Okay. So this is like the prophecy coming true, huh?
I guess, whatever.
He's gonna go defeat them. God's on his side, but he needed more men. He's not one person taking on 1,000.
Yeah.
Or whatever. 10,000. No, it's 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs some army. And he got that.
So Jerubbaal, that is Gideon.
What?
Apparently Gideon's name is Jerubbaal.
Wow, that's interesting.
I did not know that. Or Jerubbaal. Jerubal. I don't know.
Right. Whatever.
Okay.
That's interesting though.
Right. That is Gideon and his army got up early and went as far as the spring of Herod. The armies of Midian were camped north of them in the valley near the hill of Morah. The Lord said to Gideon, "You have too many warriors with you."
Oh, see? And he's like, you're
Right?
10,000 people yourself.
You have too many. I couldn't imagine telling somebody that.
Right?
Like, you are being too enthusiastic about trying.
You're trying too hard.
You are crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's too much,
Yeah, stop that
sir.
shit. What the hell are you thinking?
If I let all of you fight the Midianites, the Israelites will boast to me that they saved themselves by their own strength.
Oh, I see. He's like,
about
I gotta
pride.
show my power here. You need to.
Such a petty small god with a teeny tiny dick.
Yes, really is.
Therefore, tell the people, whoever is timid or afraid may leave this mountain and go home.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm in front of that line.
Yeah, right.
So 22,000 of them went home.
Damn.
Leaving only 10,000 who were willing to fight.
2/3 of them were like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep, thank you, bye. But the Lord told Gideon, there are still too many.
Oh.
Damn.
Dang.
Bring them down to the spring and I will test them to determine who will go with you and who will not.
Okay, so you gonna pick the weak ones or the strong ones? Because, like,
knows? This is so silly.
Right, it really is. Like, let's just make sure we do make this as hard as possible.
Right.
Just to show people how awesome I am.
Right. Like, let's not make it easy.
Right, we could just roll over them, but why do that when we got God on our side and, we got to prove a point for him?
This is dumb.
Yeah.
When Gideon took his warriors down to the water, the Lord told him, divide the men into 2 groups. In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs.
Say that. What was that? The two groups. I got that, right?
In one group, put all those who cup water in their hands and lap it up with their tongues like dogs. In the other group, put all those who kneel down and drink with their mouths in the stream.
Oh, okay.
Is one better than the other?
Apparently, maybe.
That's dumb.
Right?
Only 300 of the men drank from their hands. All the others got down on their knees and drank with their mouths in the stream.
Okay.
The Lord told Gideon, with these 300 men, I will rescue you and give you victory over the Midianites.
You're telling me out of How many was it? 10,000 people?
Mm-hmm.
Only 300 used their hands to pick up water from the stream?
Yeah.
I call bullshit on that.
I call bullshit on that as well.
But whatever.
Send all the others home.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So Gideon, I'm sorry I keep yawning. I took a bunch of medicine that makes me drowsy. So I'm not bored of you guys. I'm
just trucking through.
Yeah, I'm just doing my best, you guys.
Yeah.
So Gideon collected the provisions and ram's horns of the other warriors and sent them home. But he kept the 300 men with him. The Midianite camp was in the valley just below Gideon.
Okay.
Midian and Gideon. Gideon got Midian.
Right.
I like rhymey things.
Yes, rhymey things are cool.
That night the Lord said, "Get up! Go down into the Midianite camp, for I have given you victory over them. But if you are afraid to attack, go down to the camp with your servant Purah." What?
Who? What?
Purah?
I don't... Purell?
Purah. P-U-R-A-H.
Okay.
Listen to what the Midianites are saying, and you will be greatly encouraged. Then you will be eager to attack. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
So Gideon took Purah, whoever that is, and went down to the edge of the enemy camp. The armies of Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east had settled in the valley like a swarm of locusts.
It's always a swarm of locusts.
Always, and they number the stars.
Right, yeah.
And they're still there to this day.
Right.
Their camels were like grains of sand on the seashore.
There it is.
Too many to count. There it is.
Yep.
Gideon crept up just as a man was telling his companion about a dream. The man said, "Yeah, I had this dream, and in my dream, a loaf of barley bread came tumbling down into the Midianite camp. It, hit a tent, turned it over, and knocked it flat." His companion answered, "Your dream can only mean one thing."
Oh, is that true? Is that so?
God has given Gideon, son of Joash, the Israelite, victory over Midian and all its allies.
What the... A loaf of bread knocking over a tent means that God, who they don't even worship, has given them victory over... What?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
That conversation never happened. I can guarantee
totally happened.
No. And moreover... How the hell did he get that close to hear the conversation about the fucking dream and the loaf of bread?
Right? Because I would be whispering.
Right, yeah.
So I have this stupid. Really weird, stupid dream. When Gideon heard the dream and its interpretation, he bowed in worship before the Lord. Do you think that he got to a safe distance before he bowed to the Lord?
I have no idea, but...
Then he returned to the Israelite camp and shouted, "Get up! For the Lord has given you victory over the Midianite hordes."
He said, God said to send, anybody who doubted should go down and listen to the Midianites, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently the only person who doubted was Gideon?
Apparently.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
Purah, his servant.
Right, yeah.
Which he just appeared all of a sudden. "Hey, have a Purah."
Right, yeah, what the fuck?
Okay. I would like a Purah.
Sure.
Would you like a Purah?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Whatever. He divided the 300 men into 3 groups and gave each man a ram's horn and a clay jar with a torch in it. Then he said to them, "Keep your eyes on me. When I come to the edge of the camp, do just as I do. As soon as I and those with me blow the ram's horns, blow your horns too."
I don't understand the idea of announcing yourself to your enemy.
I don't either.
"Hey, we're fucking here. We're about to kill you.
We gonna get ya. Yeah. Prepare yourselves." Right? All around the entire camp and shouted, "For the Lord and for Gideon." Woo!
Yeah, and for Gideon, huh? For Gideon. Wow. He's got a lot of
pride.
I mean, he's standing all of a sudden. He's he's somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
going to get his picture on the Wheaties box.
They're going to be tweeting about him, I can tell you.
Right, yeah.
It was just after midnight, after the changing of the guard, when Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the side of the Midianite camp. Suddenly, they blew the ram's horns and broke their clay jars.
Suddenly. Wait, broke the clay... What?
To make
Why
noise.
Are they breaking... Oh.
To make noise, to be
right,
scary.
But I don't understand... what the hell is the point of this? I don't get it.
Because there's only 300 of them, so they have to, come in
Is this,
hot.
more test for God so that, he can be not only did I only have 300 people, but I also announced my entrance before we came in.
Uh-huh.
And we still beat them.
Yeah.
Although we did have to sneak in the middle of the night.
Right.
What?
Because 300 against a whole encampment.
Yeah.
Then all three groups blew their horns and broke their jars. They held the blazing torches in their left hands and the horns in their right hands, and they all shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon!"
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Sword for the Lord.
Yeah.
Gideon gets the Midian.
Right.
Each man stood at his position around the camp and watched as all the Midianites rushed around in a panic, shouting as they ran to escape.
Okay. Yeah.
They're coming to get us.
Right. Yeah. Like this totally makes no sense.
No.
Like they're just okay. They could have just killed him in their sleep.
Yeah.
You know. Like,
yeah.
Whatever.
Instead, they made a big deal about it.
Right.
When the 300 Israelites blew their ram's horns, the Lord caused the warriors in the camp to fight against each other with their swords.
What?
So,
how did he do? He just okay.
So why did
So they were so confused they were fighting each other, huh?
Why did Gideon and his boys need to go in there at all?
Because they had to blow the horns.
Whatever.
And they got to stand around the perimeter to make sure that the people that did kill the others. Yeah, they got to kill them.
Those who were not killed fled to places as far away as Beth Shittah, near Zerera.
Oh, so they didn't surround them very well.
And to the border of Abel Mahola.
But I bet they chased them down.
Probably.
I think because they got to kill them all.
Yeah. I don't think they chased them.
No?
It's middle of the night.
Well, yeah, it'd be hard to see them.
They're like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, we'll get them tomorrow.
Yeah. If they come back.
Right, yeah.
Then Gideon sent for the warriors of Naphtali, Asher, and Manasseh, who joined in chasing the army of Midian.
See, they're going to chase them down and kill them.
You were right.
Yeah.
Gideon also sent messengers throughout the hill country of Ephraim, saying, "Come down to attack the Midianites. Cut them off at the shallow crossings of the Jordan River at Beth Barah." So all the men of Ephraim did as they were told. They captured Oreb and Zeb, the two Midianite commanders, killing Oreb at the rock of Oreb and Zeb at the winepress of Zeb. They killed wife at the throne of wife.
Like they name the things after the people that got killed on them.
Nice.
Like there's a wine press here. We got to name it Zeb now. And
right.
There's a rock here. It's now Orb.
Yeah. And they continued to chase the Midianites. Afterward, the Israelites brought down the heads of Oreb and Zeb to Gideon, who was by the Jordan River. The end.
Okay.
That happened.
Yeah. And Gideon didn't actually do that bit. He was like, "You guys go do that."
Yeah.
I'm not, whatever.
I'm not about it.
I'm not chasing people today.
I have a stomach bug.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, they're fighting again.
They are fighting.
You're 6, so I think we're going to go ahead and,
wrap it up
here.
Yes.
But we will be back tomorrow with Judges chapter 8, correct?
That is correct.
All right. We will see you all then.
Bye.
Bye.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
You were sick.
I was. I still am today.
I know.
But we're going to power through.
Yeah. I can almost hear it worse today.
Yeah.
Like, right, yeah.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Everybody send your get well card to her on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Seriously, do you remember, besides me being sick, what happened yesterday?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Well, it was something about Gideon and how he was granted 10,000 men.
Yeah, and God made him cut down the amount.
Down to 300.
And then only 300 people uses their hands to cup water out of this river apparently.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit.
And then they beat a bunch of people, including Oren and Zeb.
But they did have to beat them at night.
Yeah.
But they also let them know they were there.
Yeah. With ram's
horns. All of it
horns.
was just really stupid.
It made no fucking sense.
It really did. It made no fucking sense. All right, so what are we reading that's not going to make any fucking sense today?
It's what's this guy's name? Judges, chapter 8.
Oh yeah, Judges. Okay, let's go do this.
Okay. Okay, Judges chapter 8. Gideon captures the kings of Midian.
All right.
Because remember, it was Gideon gets the Midian, and yesterday it was a sword for the Lord.
Right, you were Dr. Seussing that shit up.
Because I like rhymes.
Right, yeah.
Then the people of Ephraim asked Gideon, "Why have you treated us this way? Why didn't you send for us when you first went out to fight the Midianites?" They argued heatedly with Gideon.
Why would they be pissed off that they didn't have to fight and die?
Because their entire who they are is wrapped up in glory, and if they didn't get to go, their names don't get to go down in history in the book of instruction.
Gotcha.
As fighters.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So they got left behind.
Are you sure they're still writing the book of instruction? I thought that was Moses' thing and it just got left there on the tabernacle thing.
Well, I mean records. Whatever they call their records.
Some book that records them, like the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they fucking call it at this point, but I'm sure that they're still keeping records of some nature.
Right. But now Gideon gets all the credit.
Right.
Yeah.
But Gideon replied, "What have I accomplished compared to you? Aren't even the leftover grapes of Ephraim's harvest better than the entire crop of my little clan of Abiezer?"
Wait, so just a quick question here. This sounds like there were some Jewish tribes that were not affected by this as much, right? Because these were people that were had abandoned the Lord. Remember, Gideon's people were like worshiping Baal and Asherah poles and all that kind of shit.
Right.
So he's talking about this other tribe, Ephraim, which is a Jewish tribe,
right? And
they have bountiful harvests and shit. So this is like a localized thing.
Oh, okay.
It seems like that's what I'm getting. So
this is a small local kerfuffle within the bigger mix.
It sounds like it.
Okay. Because, he just said, aren't even the leftover grapes of Ephraim's harvest better than the entire crop of my little clan of Abiezer?
Right.
Okay, so he's saying a little bit of these guys is better than your whole effort.
Right, so like not all the Jewish tribes were in, disarray apparently.
Like basically as a whole you guys suck.
Yeah, I guess.
And so just a few of these guys is all I needed.
Sure.
God gave you victory over Oreb and Zeb, the commanders of the Midianite army. What have I accomplished compared to that?
I don't know. What have you accomplished compared to that?
What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was not good singing.
No, it
just
wasn't.
then.
Well, I mean, you're sick, so we'll give you a little bit of,
When the men of Ephraim heard Gideon's answer, their anger subsided. They were like, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Fair enough.
Well, he was talking them up. He's like, you guys, what have I done compared to you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, except for defeat all the armies with 300 people, whatever.
But he was basically like, there's nothing stopping you guys from taking charge and doing something.
Right, yeah.
And
you guys can do it easier than I did, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my guess. I'm interpreting here.
He's just pumping them up, making them feel good.
Yeah. Patting them on the head, placating them.
Right, yeah.
Gideon then crossed the Jordan River with his 300 men, and though exhausted, they continued to chase the enemy. When they reached Succoth, Gideon asked the leaders of the town, "Please give my warriors some food. They are very tired. I am chasing Zebah and Zalmunna, the kings of Midian."
Yeah.
But the officials of Succoth replied, "Catch Zebah and Zalmunna first, and then we will feed your army."
What the fuck?
Fair enough. They're like, why are we going to give you guys based on just your claim? We don't know you.
Right. I guess.
I mean, he goes to a town and he's like, please feed my guys.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's a whole fucking army there. Well, I guess it's only 300 people. So, I don't know. Yeah.
That's a lot of people to feed just based on your word alone.
It is.
And it's not like they had Facebook where they could go,
Right. Check your friends' statuses and all that kind of shit.
Like, I see that you guys were partying last weekend.
Right.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So Gideon said, after the Lord gives me victory over Zebah and Zalmunna, I will return and tear your flesh with the thorns and briars from the wilderness.
Damn.
Jesus, here's some fucking McDonald's. My God. I think it was fair of them to say, maybe not, guy.
I mean, he's kind of a dick.
He's a dick.
He's like, you're not giving me food, I'll kill you.
Right?
I'm like, wow, that escalated quickly.
Right? From there, Gideon went up to Peniel and again asked for food, but he got the same answer. Like, I don't blame these people for saying no. They don't know Gideon from a hole in the ground, Yeah. So he said to the people of Peniel, after I return in victory, I will tear down this tower, because I'm a motherfucking asshole.
Apparently. I mean, like, a lot of the Bible people are assholes, though.
That is true.
Come to discover.
That is true. By this time, Zebah and Zalmunna were in Karkar within about 15,000 warriors, Wait,
the people that they were fighting?
Yeah.
And they were chasing them with only 300?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All that remained of the allied armies of the east, for 120,000 had already been killed.
So Gideon's got 10,000, the other 299, they're going to get the other 5,000.
What?
Gideon's worth 10,000 men, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gideon circled around by the caravan route east of Noba and Jogbaha, whatever, taking the Midianite army by surprise. He's always surprising those fuckers.
Whether it's at night when they beat their drums and blow on their
horns. Blow their ram's horns. Yeah. Whatever. Zeba and Zalmunna, the two Midianite kings, fled, but Gideon chased them down and captured all their warriors. After this, Gideon returned from the battle by way of Heres Pass.
By what? By where?
Heres.
Oh, okay.
By way of the Heres Pass.
Okay. Because that's important.
You got to know where Heres Pass is.
There's a lot of places that we're, supposed to know according to the Bible that I have no clue.
Well, that's how they got there, okay?
Okay.
Heres Pass.
Yeah.
There, he captured a young man from Succoth and demanded that he write down the names of all the 77 officials and elders in the town.
Ooh, shit, he's going to kill the leaders.
Let me ask you this. Somebody says, name 77 of these people. Could you name more than maybe 15?
I couldn't name 2.
Right? Well, let's say you're in a group, right? Yeah. You could name some people in your group, but could you name 70 people in your group?
No.
Even your family, you've got a lot of relatives and descendants and not descendants, the people from way back.
Cousins and grandpas and grandmas and
ancestors. That's what I'm saying.
Lots of people.
Could you name 70 of them though?
I don't know.
I couldn't.
I mean, I do have a big family, so I might be able to get there, but it'd be tough.
It's too many people. I can't name that many people. It'd be really tough. But I guess I'd have to care more. I didn't grow up with a lot of family ties, so it's very much not important to me.
Right.
But I could see why other people would think it's important.
Right.
But I'm just saying I have a really shitty memory. I could not name 70 of anything.
Right. I think it's funny that they're using the word number 77 because they use the number 7 so much in the Bible. Mm-hmm. It's all over the place. It's
a mnemonic.
You remember back in Genesis when there was the one guy that was going to be blessed for 7 years, and then the other guy was like, "No, I'm going to be blessed for 77 years."
Yeah.
I'm like,
and what? I'm going to be blessed to 7 to the 7th power of infinity. Yeah. Gideon then returned to Succoth and said to the leaders, "Here are Zeba and Zalmunna. When we were here before, you taunted me, saying, 'Catch Zeba and Zalmunna first, and then we will feed your exhausted army.'" Mm-hmm. Then Gideon took the elders of the town and taught them a lesson, punishing them with thorns and briars from the wilderness.
Okay. So he tortured them?
He also tore down the tower of Peniel and killed all the men in the town.
What the fuck?
My God. Okay, Gideon's not a good guy.
No, he's a dick.
He's a petty fuck.
They wouldn't feed him, so he killed a bunch of people and tore down their tower and
I thought that
tortured people.
I thought that God teaches compassion and seeing through other people's eyes.
That's not till the New Testament, I don't think.
This God's a dick.
The Old Testament God is much more fire and brimstone.
Yeah, so. I hate him. Then Gideon asked Zeba and Zalmunna, "The men you killed at Tabor, what were they like?" "Like you," they replied. "They had all the look of a king's son. They were my brothers, the sons of my own mother," Gideon exclaimed. "As surely as the Lord lives, I wouldn't kill you if you hadn't killed them."
Okay.
So what he's saying, even though they were my relatives, it's fine that you killed them? Because that's the way it goes? They chose the wrong side?
I guess.
That's what it sounds like.
Maybe.
"I wouldn't kill you if you hadn't killed them. So therefore, I'm glad that you did, even though you're saying that he's my relative."
I thought he was doing this because God killed him, not because he was revenging people or stuff like that. So it's odd that it's now switching up reasoning, but
whatever. He's a dick.
Yeah, he definitely is a dick, and he enjoys killing people.
Yep. Turning to Jethro. Not Jethro.
No. Okay.
No. His oldest son, he said, "Kill them." But Jethro did not draw his sword, for he was only a boy and was afraid. Then Zeba and Zalmunna said to Gideon, "Be a man, kill us yourself." So Gideon killed them both and took the royal ornaments from the necks of their camels.
Oh my God.
What a petty fuck.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But he was trying to have a kid do it.
I know.
Indoctrinating them into murder.
Yeah.
Basically.
Gross. Then the Israelites said to Gideon, "Be our ruler. You and your son and your grandson will be our rulers, for you have rescued us from Midian." But Gideon replied, "I will not rule over you, nor will my son. The Lord will rule over you."
Right.
"However, I do have one request, that each of you give me an earring from the plunder you collected from your fallen enemies."
The fuck?
The enemies, being Ishmaelites, all wore gold earrings.
Okay. So he wanted a lot of gold then, because they killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, this is going to make him really rich.
Yeah. Gladly, they replied. They spread out a cloak, and each one threw in a gold earring he had gathered from the plunder. The weight of the gold earrings was 43 pounds.
Damn, 43 pounds of fucking gold?
Of just little earrings.
Shit.
Yeah. Not including the royal ornaments and pendants, the purple clothing worn by the kings of Midian, or the chains around the necks of their camels.
Yeah.
Damn, he a rich man now.
Yeah.
Gideon made a sacred ephod from the gold and put it on Ophrah, his hometown. I thought the ephod was the chess piece. Yeah.
Maybe it's just an ornamental thing that can go like maybe on like a plaque of a town too or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? But soon all the Israelites prostituted themselves by worshiping it, and it became a trap for Gideon and his family.
God, you just make something of anything and they just start worshiping the shit out of it. They're
right?
Like, oh my God, they made something out of metal. We're going to worship that now.
Instead of the people or God who made it happen.
Fuck, they worship
they're so stupid. That is the story of how the people of Israel defeated Midian, which never recovered. Throughout the rest of Gideon's lifetime, about 40 years, there was peace in the land.
But they were worshiping the fucking ephod that he made.
But there was peace in the land.
But that goes against God.
But there was peace in the land.
I don't understand.
They didn't go to war. There was peace in the land.
Why isn't God mad at them and killing them?
Because there was peace in the land.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
It's bullshit.
Then Gideon, son of Joash, returned home. He had 70 sons. 70 sons!
Damn, that guy got busy.
He had so many wives and girlfriends and concubines.
Right?
My God.
Yeah, fuck.
70 sons born to him, for he had many wives.
Wow.
He also had a concubine in Shechem who gave birth to a son.
Wait, who was this that did this?
Gideon, the guy we're talking about.
So apparently, like multiple, like, remember they said you couldn't have too many?
Yeah.
But apparently, in his case, it was okay.
Yeah.
He had a lot.
Uh-huh.
To have 70 sons?
Yeah.
That's just sons. He probably had daughters in there, too.
It said he had many wives.
Yeah, but that's just counting the sons.
I know.
Like, he probably had multiple, like, he probably had 60 or 70 daughters, too.
I know.
That's crazy.
He also had a concubine in Shechem who gave birth to a son whom he named Abimelech.
Oh, that's not, wait, is that a different Abimelech? It's got to be because Abimelech was earlier in the...
Yeah.
I don't know the
right?
It's probably just the same name, I guess.
Right.
It can't be
but weird, right?
correlated, but okay.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Gideon died when he was very old, and he was buried in the grave of his father Joash at Ophrah in the land of the clan of Abiezer. As soon as Gideon died, the Israelites prostituted themselves by worshiping the image of Baal, making Baal Berith their god.
The god guy's dead. Let's go worship Baal right now.
Right? They forgot the Lord their God, who had rescued them from all their enemies surrounding them.
Forgot? It sounds like they were fucking just doing it because he was there.
I know.
Like they took the first chance to go against that.
They were like, oh, thank God he's gone.
Right, yeah.
Nor did they show any loyalty to the family of Jerubbaal, that is Gideon, despite all the good he had done for Israel.
You know, I have to say, like, okay, there's all these people that do all this good for God, and then the Israelites always abandon them, right? Like always, without fail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this reoccurring theme throughout the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, you got to ask yourself, did God ever really show himself to them? Because I don't think he did.
He couldn't have, because there's no way that the people would switch out so easily.
Yeah, if you saw God, if you saw an act of God,
let me say this, though. People today, half of America does not believe in science.
Right.
So,
I mean, that's true.
I mean, is it really a stretch to imagine that these people didn't believe in God or whatever?
No, it's definitely
not.
But
half of America doesn't believe in fucking vaccinations. But
the Israelites are God's people, right? And
right.
These are his people who keep abandoning him because they don't believe in it.
No, I totally agree with you. But what I'm saying is it wouldn't have mattered if God had shown himself. We have statistics that show that science is real.
Yeah.
We have numbers. We have trustworthy doctors and people that give us facts. And that's not even something that you need to take on faith.
Right. Right.
If people can't even believe in fucking science, is it a shock to believe that uneducated dum-dums from way back in the desert days over there could not believe in God, who
Right.
clearly only showed himself sometimes.
I mean, I'm with them. I don't believe in God either. But,
no, right, right. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't surprise me that they switched out so easily.
Even if there were, hypothetically, signs.
Right.
Okay.
People are just pre-programmed to be fucking stupid, I think.
I guess.
You have to try not to be stupid.
I guess.
It's easier to just be stupid.
I guess it just pisses me off because this is the Bible that we're reading, and these people are quote-unquote God's people, and they just aren't.
Well, I think the other frustrating thing is that this book is supposed to be teaching us about God's people, and we're supposed to relate to them like they make mistakes too, and it's up to you to make the right choices, blah, blah, blah. But I don't relate to them. I'm looking down on them. Right.
I mean, this is like, okay, the Israelites treat God like the parents going away on vacation and you pull out the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, fuck it, parents are gone, we're going to pull out the alcohol.
Over and over again.
Over and over. Yeah. Like there's no loyalty, like zero loyalty.
And it's not like they just get grounded. They actually get either tortured or killed or both.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Whatever. We all know this is, I mean, it's a reoccurring theme so far.
Yes.
So
recurring. Not reoccurring.
Sorry, my bad.
You said it twice. I would have let the first one go.
No, you're fine.
You said it twice.
I deserve to be corrected all the time.
Even though I'm sick.
Yeah.
Well, that was the end. I didn't get a chance to say the end, but the end.
Okay. Well, so that was... Okay. Had a bit of a technical glitch there, but that was chapter 8 is what I was getting ready to say. And tomorrow we will be doing...
Chapter 9.
All right.
Judges chapter 9.
And that's pretty much it. So we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
We were still talking about Gideon, and you were still sick,
Correct.
And he was an asshole.
I mean...
Is that close?
He wasn't really an asshole, but...
But he was an asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
I mean, he was killing people just to fucking kill them.
Yeah, that's true.
So he was an asshole.
He and
was
his
a dick.
300 men.
At the very least, he was a dick.
He was a dick.
I'm not sure where the scale lies with dick to asshole, but, you know...
Somewhere around the taint. Him and his 300 guys.
Right. Yeah, those 300 guys.
And they got earrings. Remember the gold earrings?
Yeah, he got 42 pounds of fucking earrings.
Yeah.
Or was it 43? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Once you get past 40, it just doesn't matter anymore.
He stopped counting. And, and then he died at the end.
Wait, Gideon died?
Yeah, he died.
Did he really?
He died when he was very old and was buried in the grave of his father, Joseph. It was such a small
bit of the...
Yeah, it was at the very end, and you were going off about something else.
I'm always going off about some bullshit, so whatever.
And then you really liked this line: the Israelites prostituted themselves by worshiping the images of Baal.
Yeah, because they wait like 3 seconds, and then they're like, fuck it, we're done.
See, that's what you were going off about.
Yeah, I went off for that for like 10 minutes after we actually finished the podcast, I think.
Yeah, and then like I didn't even get a chance. I read the last sentence, and I didn't even get a chance to say the end, and you were still going on and on and on. And so then I was like, anyway, the end. And you were like, oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Sorry.
happened.
I was excited about it, you know?
So that happened.
I want to talk about that.
That was Judges chapter 8.
All
and today we're doing Judges chapter 9.
Awesome. Let's go do this.
Let's. Okay, Judges chapter 9.
Okay.
The reign of Abimelech.
Oh, Abimelech.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I really want to find out if this is the same Abimelech. Like, I think that should be one of our quick questions, at least, for the next Q&A.
Yeah.
Because I'm curious if there's 2 Abimelechs or if this is, like, something that I'm confused about or something.
How many Abimelechs would you Abimelech if an Abimelech could chop wood?
Right.
Or... we've got my favorite, Abimelech, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, Abimelech was born.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, because guess what? One day Gideon's son, Abimelech, went to Shechem to visit his uncles, his mother's brothers.
Right, that's what uncles usually...
Well, it could have been his father's brothers.
You're right, I'm sorry.
You don't know.
You're right. No, I'm completely right.
Not everybody has the same type of uncles.
I said you're right. You got
Some people have a monkey's uncle.
And yeah, some people.
And some people have, what is that movie? The spy uncle, what?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Okay.
But just for the record, everybody, Wife is back in full force now. So
What? You said that like it's a curse instead of a
no,
good thing.
I was just saying you're back. You know, you're
am.
you again.
I am me
You're
again.
not quite sick.
Yeah. I mean, I still sound like shit, but my personality is much improved. Okay, so anyway, this Abimelech kid, he said to them and to the rest of his mother's family, hey, ask the leading citizens of Shechem whether they all want to be ruled by all 70 of Gideon's sons or by one man. And remember that I am your own flesh and blood. He's like the Fonz. He's going, hey.
Yeah. Wait, who was Abimelech again?
He's Gideon's son.
So
so
he's trying to take the power just for himself instead of having all, like what? All 70 of them are going to rule?
He's going like this. He's going, who has 2 thumbs and wants to rule over everybody? This guy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So Abimelech's uncles gave his message to all the citizens of Shechem on his behalf. You think they made flyers and put them on windshields of cars?
Yeah, like offer them free ice cream if you vote for Abimelech?
Yeah, knock doors. And after listening to this proposal...
Yeah?
What kind of proposal was it? Like,
I'm imagining it was at Bow Point.
Right? Like, I propose that I'm your boss now.
Yeah, do it or else.
Like, how do you phrase that proposal? I propose
that I'm in charge.
Would you like me to be king now?
Yeah, don't you, like, if there was a question, you'd take a vote, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's vote on see if we want to do 70 or just me. Right? But they're not voting. He's just proposing that this is the way it's going to be. I propose that you guys all say that I'm the new leader. You know how we had that, we used to talk about this all the time about how questions are phrased, right? So like the question is phrased and you guys want me to be the new leader, right? Mm-hmm. That's the way, that's the way you want it, right? Yeah. Okay. Because you don't want 70 people ruling you, obviously. So it's going to be me, right? Yeah. Yeah. It couldn't be any of the other 70. It's got to be Abimelech. And also, it's phrased in such a way as that it doesn't leave a choice C. Right. Yeah. Which is none of you. Right. It's a false, equivalency as far as what you're comparing all this stuff to. So he's doing good psychology. I will give him that. He is, definitely. This Abimelech, he's a real squirmy worm. Yeah. And after listening to this proposal, the people of Shechem decided in favor of Abimelech because he was their relative. But wouldn't the other 70 people be his relative also? I think they would also. Because they're the same group of people that came from the same guy. I agree. Okay. So I'm not sure. Although they did say the mother's side. Or is it the mother's or the father's? Was it the mother's? Maybe it was. Maybe his mother's brothers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's relying on his family connections here. He's like, okay. Networking nepotism. Yeah, I got it. So his mom's must be part of a better tribe than some of the other ones, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They decided in favor of him, blah, blah, blah. They gave him 70 silver coins from the temple of Baal Berith, which he used to hire some reckless troublemakers who agreed to follow him. Why is he hiring troublemakers? Probably because he's got to kick his brother's asses to stay in charge. Oh, this does not sound good. It doesn't sound good because he's probably going to accuse them of being against God or something so they can kill him. Yeah. He went to his father's home at Ophrah, and there, on one stone, they killed all 70 of his half-brothers, the sons of Gideon. Sometimes I feel like I've read this, even though I haven't read it, because I call this shit ahead of time almost every single time. I'm like, hey, they're thinking about doing something stupid. They're probably going to kill people. And almost without fail, I'm right. But I'm still shook because I thought that he was going to go hold a protest or say some words and there would be yeah, I've lost that. I've got complete cynicism here. I just think they're always out to kill people. But the youngest brother, sorry, I had to yawn because that medicine I took made me drowsy. So there are still some lingering effects. Yes, there definitely are. And I apologize because I know I'm going to yawn again and I cannot help it. Okay. This medicine makes me so sleepy. All right. Okay, but the youngest brother, Jotham, escaped and hid. Good for Jotham. Yeah. I don't even care if he's a dick. Good for him. Yeah. No, obviously Abimelech's a dick. So, clearly. Right off the bat. We weren't sure about Gideon, but he ended up being a dick. Yeah. But Abimelech, fuck. He's a fucking dick right off the bat. Then all the leading citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo called a meeting under the oak beside the pillar at Shechem and made Abimelech their king. The oak. That's where you,
You know,
that's where
that
you do
oak.
all those important things over there by the oak.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, or however that song goes.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, when Jotham heard about this, the one brother that survived,
Yeah.
he climbed to the top of Mount Gerizim and shouted, "Oh, wait, isn't that like Blessed Mountain or Cursed Mountain?"
I'd have to look that up, but it sounds maybe possible.
I'm almost positive.
Sounds
it's
possible.
either Blessed Mountain or Cursed Mountain.
But it's right there by the Jericho River.
Yeah.
If it is that.
So he climbed to the top of that mountain and shouted, "Listen to me, citizens of Shechem. Listen to me if you want God to listen to you. Once upon a time, the trees decided to choose a king. First, they said to the olive tree, 'Be our king.' But the olive tree refused, saying, 'Should I quit producing the olive oil that blesses both God and people just to wave back and forth over the trees?'"
Wait. The olive tree was going to lead the trees?
Hold on.
Hold on. Is this some sort of like a...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Then they said to the fig tree, "You be our king."
The fucking fig trees, man.
But the fig tree also refused, saying, "Should I quit producing my sweet fruit just to wave back and forth over the trees?"
Yeah.
Then they said to the grapevine, "You be our king."
Mm-hmm.
But the grapevine also refused, saying, "Should I quit producing the wine that cheers both God and people just to wave back and forth over the trees?"
Yeah.
Then all the trees finally turned to the thorn bush and said, "Come, you be our king." And the thorn bush replied to the trees, "If you truly want to make me your king, come and take shelter in my shade. If not, let fire come out from me and devour the cedars of Lebanon."
What the fuck was all that shit?
I don't know, but I had to read it with that accent real bad. It seemed to fit.
Okay.
Okay.
But that was some crazy ass okay.
Trees and bees and honey.
I mean, I'm
and
sure there's some like,
figs
things
and
that are supposed to
grapes.
like allude to things and stuff.
I don't know.
And what have yous. But I didn't exactly follow, but except for that a thorn bush is now in charge of the fucking grapevines.
I guess.
Which,
I'm not sure
not
who
sure how that
represented
works.
which team and which one we were supposed to cheer
I'm
for.
assuming that he's comparing Abimelech to a thorn bush.
Okay.
But that was a really bad analogy. Like, what?
So bad.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Okay, so Jotham continued.
Okay.
"Now make sure you have acted honorably and in good faith by making Abimelech your king, and that you have done right by Gideon and all of his descendants."
Wait, is Jotham pitching for...
I think he is.
He's
I think
saying,
he is.
Go with well, maybe he's like, I don't want to die, so I'm going to be on his side.
Yeah. He's the guy that switched teams and became a Trump supporter just to
So he
stay
can
a
live.
Republican.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. "Have you treated him with the honor he deserves for all he accomplished? For he fought for you and risked his life when he rescued you from the Midianites."
Wait, Abimelech didn't do shit yet.
Well, apparently
Is he talking about Gideon or Abimelech?
Abimelech.
I haven't heard them say Abimelech did anything.
Have you treated him?
I
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's very confusing
It
at
is
the very
very
least.
confusing.
So,
But he is talking about Abimelech. "But today you have revolted against my father and his descendants, killing his 70 sons on one stone, and you have chosen his slave woman's son, Abimelech, to be your king just because he is your relative."
oh, okay. So he is railing against Abimelech.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And he's saying that they're going against Gideon.
Yeah.
So, and that apparently this woman wasn't as popular as,
She was
she
the
seemed.
concubine,
Right.
not the...
She was a slave, apparently.
Not one of his many wives.
Right. So then he just took power, basically. He's like, I'm going to kill them all. And
Jotham is like,
is.
hang on, you're letting a bastard become king.
But that was a really unclear way that they said that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they spoke that way.
They did.
Because they didn't have good brains. I'm so mean. I'm sorry, old people from a long time ago, that I'm making fun of you. It's just that I have today.
I mean, they could always stop being dumb.
Look, it's not my fault that they spoke in riddles, okay?
Right, yeah. I mean, right? They could just say what they mean, and that would be a hell of a lot easier.
We speak in riddles today, too. We are equally dumb
because
we use meme speak and teen
and you know what? To be fair to them, they were speaking, their own little language back then and speaking the way they spoke back then, and it's been translated so many goddamn times that Who the fuck knows what they were actually saying?
Right.
He might have been talking about rose bushes instead of thorns.
Who knows?
Or cats. I mean, you just never know.
Sneakers.
Right. I mean, it could have been pumpkins.
Who knows? I mean, yeah. So I'm making fun of them only insofar as that all humans are dumb.
Right.
But that speech was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
If you have acted honorably and in good faith toward Gideon and his descendants today, then may you find joy in Abimelech, and may he find joy in you. But if you have not acted in good faith, then may fire come out from Abimelech and devour the leading citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo. And may fire come out from the citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo and devour Abimelech.
Okay.
Then Jotham escaped and lived in Beer because he was afraid of his brother Abimelech.
I think I'd drown myself in beer too.
I mean, let me just get this straight. He went up on a fucking mountain and screamed to his entire world, "This guy sucks!"
And then ran away.
Sucks.
And then he ran away.
And then ran away.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably smart.
Yeah.
Gonna kill him.
Right?
Yeah.
After Abimelech had ruled over Israel for 3 years.
3 years, okay.
3 years.
All right.
God sent a spirit that stirred up trouble between Abimelech. God sent a spirit that stirred up trouble.
Because, God likes to stir up shit.
Because it wouldn't have happened unless God did that, you know?
Yeah.
Humans couldn't have come up with their own fucking trouble.
Right, yeah. God started it.
God started it.
That's going to be my excuse from now on. God started it.
God.
I don't fucking know. Every time we get in a fight,
God
darling,
sent a spirit.
it's going to be God started it.
God sent a spirit.
It wasn't
He
me.
stirred
God
up
started
trouble.
it. God stirred up trouble. Yeah.
Oh my God. I will punch you in the dick. I'm not even joking. Do not use that.
Okay. All right.
Promise me.
I can't. I mean,
you need to promise right here on air that you will not use that bullshittery.
I promise I will not use that bullshittery.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Thank you. Okay. That was awesome.
It was hard for me to say that because I really wanted to invoke God in one of our arguments just once.
I mean,
just because it would be fun.
We get mad at so many people. You'll have your opportunity in this lifetime.
Can I invoke it against somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's so cool because then I'm part of the joke. I'm in on it.
Right.
I'm just like, don't use it against me. I don't want to be the butt of your joke.
Okay. All right.
I want to be with you making the joke.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so anyway, God sent a spirit that stirred up trouble between Abimelech and the leading citizens of Shechem, and they revolted.
Oh, no.
They revolted because of God.
Right, it was God's,
God made them revolt.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
God was punishing Abimelech for murdering Gideon's 70 sons, and the citizens of Shechem for supporting him in this treachery of murdering his brothers.
It couldn't be that he was a
shitty
asshole leader who wanted to take control and then was not good at it. And then they were like, fuck this guy.
God waited 3 years and then made a move.
Right?
Yeah. That is what happened.
Like, I'll let him rule for a little while and then
get him.
Then I'll get him.
Yeah.
But not. First, I'm going to let him kill all of his brothers and let this guy escape and then let these people be ruled by him really shittily for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll do it.
That's when I'll make my move.
Yeah, it's a good time. 3 years. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't believe in God.
You think?
I just thought I'd put that out there.
Let me count the ways.
I just thought I'd put that out there.
Yeah. No. It's ridiculous.
The citizens of Shechem set an ambush for Abimelech on the hilltops and robbed everyone who passed that way.
Wait, everyone?
Fuck yeah, they did.
They set an ambush for Abimelech. They're like, well, while we're here, let's just steal from everybody.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I guess.
It was your first toll road.
Yeah.
But someone warned Abimelech about their plot.
Well, yeah, they're stealing from everybody.
God damn it, snitches get stitches.
Well, they just took all their shit. They're going to be like, fuck these people. Hey, Abimelech, they're probably coming after you too, man.
So let me ask you this. Like, okay, you go from point A to point B, and in the middle, you get robbed, right?
Yeah.
So now you're at point B. So sure, you tell all the people at point B, so they all know not to go back, right?
Right.
But I guess some people went back anyways.
Well, there would be people going both ways, probably. So at some point, they're robbing everybody. So and it doesn't say they're killing them. So they're just they're robbing them and then like on your way, So
So-
somebody's like, "Hey, dudes, there's guys up here stealing from us." And as they were taking my gold, I heard them say Abimelech sucks. So you might not want to go that way.
If you were going from point A to point B and you got robbed on the way, and it seems like those guys had settled in,
Yeah.
would you go back that same way?
No, fuck no.
No? Would you just like, oh, I guess I live in point B now?
Point B or find an alternate route, you know?
I mean, what if there was no alternate route because you lived
There's
like
always
along...
an alternate
What
route.
if you lived along a ravine, okay? And there's like a ravine on one side, a cliff on the other, like...
If
no,
you're really
there's only one
motivated,
way.
you could build a bridge.
Oh, I'm asking
and get over
about you. Fuck you for saying that. Fuck you for saying that.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry, that was an inside joke. My bad.
You're an ass.
I am.
Okay, so anyway, let's say we're talking about you, not anybody.
Yeah.
You specifically.
Me.
You're not going to build a fucking bridge and you're not going to fucking get over it. What you're going to do is
I'm going to stay in point B.
You're going to live in B now.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. That was the question.
Okay.
Okay. So one day, Gael, son of Ebed, moved to Shechem with his brothers and gained the confidence of the leading citizens of Shechem.
Okay, the Shechem people were the ones that were stealing from people, right?
I don't remember
I think.
already.
I'm pretty sure they said people from Shechem.
Yeah, citizens of Shechem set up an ambush.
All right.
Yeah.
So these people gained their confidence. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Gael was the son of Ebed, and he moved to Shechem with his brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
And they gained the confidence of Shechem. Okay. During the annual harvest festival at Shechem, held in the temple of the local god, the wine flowed freely, and everyone began cursing Abimelech. God damn it! Who is Abimelech?
Wait, does this say God damn it?
No, I said that.
Oh, okay. I was like, that'd be awesome if it said that in the Bible.
No, I added that
Okay.
because it seemed right.
All right.
God damn it, said wife.
Yeah.
Who is Abimelech? Gael shouted. He's not a true son of Shechem, so why should we be his servants? He's merely the son of Gideon, and this Zebul is merely his deputy. Zebul,
What?
out of the blue.
Yeah,
They're
right.
like, you know that one guy?
Yeah.
No, we don't know that one guy.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
It's like if you came home from work one day and you were like, so Tina brought cookies to work today, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Tina?
Right.
Like,
Well, no, I think that there's all these like side stories that they're probably like they know these other stories, but they don't tell us those stories. They just allude to them.
they just assume
in the
that
Bible,
we know.
But we're talking about a book that they wrote 2,000 years ago, so like we're missing
Right.
those other fucking stories
But
because
they assume the writers assume that we know what they're talking
Right,
about,
and we
as
don't.
well they should, because the people reading it at the time
in the
would
time,
have.
yeah, they would have known.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you come home and you're like, so today at work it was really rough because the Zebedudas wouldn't work, and Tina brought cookies, so it was all great.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, A, I don't know what the fuck a Zebeduda is, and B, I don't know who the fuck a Tina is, and stop talking at me like as though I was there.
Right.
You kindergartner, because that's what kindergartners do.
Sure.
They're like if you say to your kindergartner, seriously, both my kids went through this. Like, if you ask them, like, how was your day at school? And they'll be like, oh, you know. And it's like, no, I really wasn't there, stupid.
Right. You need to tell me.
And then they're like, I went to the potty, and you're like, that's good. What else did you do? And then they're like, I went in that room. You know, that room.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, you moron? But you can't say that to your kindergartner.
Right. Yeah, that would be mean.
Because kindergartners don't understand that you don't have the ability to read their fucking little brains.
Right.
Did you just call younger me a moron?
I called all younger everybody's a moron.
Yes.
How dare you? I take not that much offense to that.
As well, you shouldn't.
So, all right. Yeah, I'm a little thrown off now. But,
So
where were
anyway,
we? Yeah.
kindergartners are dumb, and
Yes.
the Bible is dumb.
Right.
And, okay,
Our kid is not dumb.
our kid is not dumb.
Yeah.
Clearly. Came from another room across the house.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Not sure if you heard that, but kids shouted from across the house, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay. So let's get back to this. Okay,
Yes.
he's merely the son of Gideon, and this Zebul, who we're supposed to know but don't, is merely his deputy. Serve the true sons of Hamor, the founder of Shechem. Why should we serve Abimelech? ?
Right.
If I were in charge here, I would get rid of Abimelech.
Yeah.
I would say to him, get some soldiers and come out and fight.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, he dispatched 70 of his brothers, so
Right.
like he's got something.
He's not nothing.
Right?
But when Zebul, the leader of the city, heard what Gael was saying, he was furious.
Oh, yeah, this is like second in command guy. He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. They're
Zebul's
playing
about
some
to-
shit now.
Yeah. He sent messengers to Abimelech in Arumah telling him, Gael, son of Ebed, and his brothers have come to live in Shechem, and oof, now they are inciting the city to rebel against you.
I bet Abimelech kills them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Come by night with an army and hide out in the fields. In the morning, as soon as it is daylight, attack the city.
But who's on God's side here? Like, which side
I don't
which side's the
fucking
right
know.
side here that we're supposed to be rooting for if we're on the Bible?
It depends on who's holier.
Okay.
I
They
don't-
haven't really made that clear, though.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. When Gael and those who are with you, and those who are with him come out against you, you can do with them as you wish.
Right.
So Abimelech and all his men went by night and split into 4 groups, stationing themselves around Shechem.
Okay.
Gael was standing at the city gates when Abimelech and his army came out of hiding. When Gael saw them, he said to Zebul, look, there are people coming down from the hilltops.
The fuck he said? He said, oh shit, is what he said.
Uh-huh. He said, fuck me. Why? Zebul replied, it's just the shadows on the hills that look like men. Ooh, what have you been smoking?
Wait, Zebul, the second in charge guy?
Mm-hmm.
He was...
Mhm.
Okay. But they don't like him. Why would they trust what he's saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
But again, Gael said, no, people are coming down from the hills, and another group is coming down the road past the Diviner's Oak.
The Diviner's Oak.
You know the Diviner's Oak.
Yeah.
You know the one?
Sure.
We've got one here in town, don't we?
Do we?
No?
I wasn't aware of it.
Not that I know of.
Right.
Then Zebul turned on him and asked, now where's that big mouth of yours?
Is that what it
That's
says?
literally what it says.
Oh my god. Without the
I
yeah.
added that part,
Right,
but
yeah.
no, that sentence is all there.
Wow.
Now where's that big mouth of yours? Wasn't it you that said, who is Abimelech and why should we be his servants? The men you mocked are right outside the city. Go out and fight them.
Right. And at least they know now who, ratted them out.
Yeah.
And, if I was, what's his face?
Zebul?
No, the other guy
Abimelech.
No, the other guy. The guy that's...
Gael.
Yeah, Gael. If I was Gael, I'd be like, Zebul, whatever the fuck your name is, you're dead right now, because fuck you.
Yeah.
First off. And then second, shit.
If you were Abimelech, wouldn't you be like, God damn it?
If I was Abimelech?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because there's like all these people.
Wait, yeah. But no, Abimelech is the one that's bringing the people there to kill them.
Oh, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gael's the one that's in the city with Zebulon, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Okay, here's the next sentence. So Gael led the leading citizens of Shechem into battle against Abimelech.
Right. And Abimelech was outside of surrounding the city.
Okay, but that's why if I was Abimelech, I'd be like, oh no, we're about to go into battle.
But he came there to go to battle.
Oh, I'm confused.
What?
Whatever. But Abimelech chased him, and many of Shechem's men were wounded and fell along the road as they retreated to the city gate.
Yeah.
Abimelech returned to Arumah. Oh, you're right. And Zebul drove Gael and his brothers out of Shechem. The next day, the people of Shechem went out into the fields to battle. When Abimelech heard about it, he divided his men into 3 groups and set an ambush in the fields.
Okay.
Always doing ambushes.
Yeah.
When Abimelech saw the people coming out of the city, he and his men jumped up from their hiding places and attacked them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
did.
an ambush is.
Yep, they ambushed.
They
Those ambushers ambushed.
Right?
Abimelech and his group stormed the city gate to keep the men of Shechem from getting back in, while Abimelech's other 2 groups cut them down in the fields.
Yeah.
The battle went on all day before Abimelech finally captured the city.
Sounds like
Oh,
Abimelech must
damn.
be the one that's in favor of God here.
I guess, but
I guess.
he's a dick.
He is a dick. He's a fucking
I'm not
dick.
a fan. I can tell you that
I mean,
much.
everybody that's on God's side is pretty much a dick.
Yeah, but
So
I'm just not a fan.
there's definitely levels of dickishness, but
He's up at the top though. He's not a good guy.
Right.
He killed the people, leveled the city, and scattered salt all over the ground.
Damn, that is what the fuck? Like, this is your town that you rule. You're scattering salt to like make sure that people can't grow crops, and you're destroying everything in the town. Why? These are resources you could use, and just I mean, because I get killing all the people. I guess, like, you know, if you're gonna do something to where you want people not to rebel, like killing all the people would be enough, don't you think?
I think what he's doing is showing an example of what God wanted the people to do when they first came in, which was to kill it all, take it all down, let nothing remain, and begin afresh.
I guess.
And that's what Abimelech has done here. By taking the city, he killed every single person in the city, and he ruined everything, and he threw salt all over it.
I think he's just a whiny little asshole.
No, I totally agree.
He's throwing a fit, and
I
he's
totally
like,
agree
fuck
with you.
guys.
I'm just trying to say what I think is probably what we're supposed to gain from this as readers.
Okay.
I think is that he's doing what they were supposed to have done in the first place.
All right.
That's my guess.
Okay.
When the leading citizens who lived in the tower of Shechem heard what had happened, they ran and hid in the temple of Baal-berith. Someone reported to Abimelech that the citizens had gathered in the temple, so he led his forces to Mount Zalmon.
And then they killed him.
He took an axe and chopped some branches from a tree, then put them on his shoulder. Quick, do as I have done, he told his men. So each of them cut down...
He's going to burn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's gross.
Wow.
So each of them cut down some branches, following Abimelech's example. They piled the branches against the walls of the temple and set them on fucking fire.
Damn.
He is hardcore.
Right?
Dag nasty
and
evil.
Let's just... I think this guy is on God's side.
I think so.
And if so, this is fucked.
Yeah.
Like, just not cool.
Not cool. So all the people who had lived in the Tower of Shechem died. About 1,000 men and women.
Damn.
Then Abimelech attacked the town of Thebez and captured it. But there was a strong tower inside the town, and all the men and women, the entire population, fled to it. They barricaded themselves in and climbed up to the roof of the tower.
And burnt them down too, I'm sure.
Abimelech followed them to attack the tower. But as he prepared to set fire to the entrance, a woman on the roof dropped a millstone that landed on Abimelech's head and crushed his skull.
Oh, shit.
Boom, bitch.
What?
Damn.
Hell yeah. Get that millstone.
Like a millstone around your neck.
But wait, there's other people down there trying to kill them. Like, you think they're just going to stop because they killed Abimelech?
I don't know, but I had to cheer for a minute there.
I mean, that is good shit.
That bitch had what's up.
Abimelech is an asshole.
She gets a gold star.
Right? Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, damn.
I just assumed since they were winning that Abimelech was on God's side, but now Abimelech's dead, so now I'm not sure.
Wait, he's not quite dead though.
Hold on. Shit.
He quickly said to his young armor bearer, "Draw your sword and kill me. Don't let it be said that a woman killed Abimelech."
Oh.
What a dick.
So he was like going to die, but he wasn't quite dead yet.
Right. So the young man ran him through with his sword and he died. I'm sorry, but it was still the woman who killed him.
Yeah.
So fuck the fuck off.
Well, I mean,
You was killed by a woman.
But like, who gives a shit? Like, badass woman. No, I know. We're supposed to believe that women are the lesser and
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
blah, blah, blah.
That's why I'm laughing at him. You were killed by a woman.
Sure.
Because it hurts him. It doesn't hurt me.
Right.
Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Stick your head in doo doo. A woman killed you. She had a vagina and she killed you. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. I'm a little excited about it. When Abimelech's men saw that he was dead, they disbanded. Yep. It just killed the...
Nobody in this fucking world back then had any goddamn loyalty at all.
No, none.
Like, can you imagine if like war relied on your sergeant to be like live? Like, okay, and if your sergeant just dies in battle, everybody's like, "Fuck, I guess we're done."
I guess we're done.
Like, that's not how this works. You just keep going.
Exactly.
Like
chain of command.
There was that Zebu, whatever the fuck guy name. Like, he's second in charge. Just go back and he's in charge after this, right?
Exactly.
I don't understand this shit. You just give up. You guys had them surrounded, and you're ready to burn the fucking place down.
Right.
And you're like, oh, they killed Abimelech. We're all done. Okay, bye guys.
So anyway, they disbanded and returned to their homes.
Yeah.
In this way, God punished Abimelech for the evil he had done against his father by murdering his 70 brothers.
But let me just just point this out here because
he could have stopped the 70
killed
brothers.
thousands of people.
Yeah.
Before he got killed by a goddamn millstone dropped on his head.
Yeah.
And God could have stopped this anytime he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He just let it happen.
Yeah.
And then more than that, he actually didn't let the woman kill him.
Right.
He allowed Abimelech to live long enough for one of his own to kill him.
Right.
And then these idiots disbanded right then and there.
Yeah.
And let these people live because why? I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I just don't. This is all so stupid.
It's all so stupid.
There's just like nobody believes in anything back then apparently.
None.
Like they don't care.
God also punished the men of Shechem for all their evil. So the curse of Jotham, son of Gideon, was fulfilled. The end.
So
what's the curse of Jotham, son of Gideon?
I don't know.
Was that what he was shouting up on Curse Mountain or Blessed Mountain?
Yeah. So it was
about the grapes,
right?
And
I'm sure it had something to do with the thorn bush and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I guess makes sense, sort of.
So he must have been standing on Curse Mountain because it says the curse of Jotham.
Right. That would make more sense.
So he went up on the Curse Mountain and was yelling bullshittery.
I mean, we should probably follow up on that a little bit, but I mean, yeah that sounds about right.
Yeah. I want to understand that curse a little better.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was he cursing now?
Right. But yeah, this, I just, what,
You're out of words and you're just like going,
I am. Because, like, I don't understand the lack of follow through with these people. There is no fucking follow through. They don't believe in a goddamn single thing.
They didn't care about anything.
I don't understand just like floundering through life and following whoever fucking comes along and then giving up completely the second they're gone.
Yep.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
None.
You guys outnumber this person. You could kill him anytime. It only took one woman with a goddamn millstone. Certainly 20 guys with swords could have taken him down too.
Well, okay, let me just propose this. It seems to me that they weren't overly fond of their leader because they didn't even feel the need to avenge his death.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Much less were they supportive of the cause beyond, whatever the leader
I get
said.
it. It seems like a theme where they just don't believe in anything. Like,
not even themselves
ever.
Or their leader.
Right. Like ever.
Yeah.
Because when Gideon died, they were bad as soon as he died. Like, I mean, it's a recurring theme.
You got it right this time.
I got it right this time. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm ranting now, so I need to stop. And we need to stop, and then we're gonna start again tomorrow with something, right?
Yeah, Judges chapter 10.
All right. We will see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
No.
Okay. So that guy Abimelech.
Oh,
Abimelech.
Right, yeah.
Abimelech.
I got it.
He tried to take over. He had his 70 brothers and whatever's killed.
Him. Well, at least 69 at least 68 of them because he was 70, right?
No, he had 70 other ones killed.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But one of them got away.
Well, yeah, but anyway, he tried to take power.
Yeah, and he did for a while.
Yeah. And
millstones suck for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That lady put that millstone over him. Yes. Yeah, she did. But then God got him back at the end.
With the millstone and the guy with the sword, and then everybody disbanded immediately upon him dying.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
No, look, at the end of this, it says that in this way, God punished Abimelech for the evil he had done against his father by murdering his 70 brothers.
Right.
See?
He got back at him.
But you were telling me, no, he only killed 69 or 68.
Oh, okay.
No, he killed 70
No, you
brothers.
were right about that, but he got back at him by killing them.
Yeah.
Or, well, the woman killed him.
Yeah.
/ his guy that he told to kill him. And then the people that he was leading disbanded
right.
immediately.
Right.
So.
Right. I'm just
that's
saying.
how he got back. Yeah, no, you're right. 70. Totally 70.
Okay.
You got that.
Okay.
All right. What are we reading today
Judges.
that I'm going to be wrong about?
Shut up. Judges chapter 10.
All right. Let's go do this.
Okay. Okay, Judges chapter 10.
All right.
Okay, so there's a little short section, and then there's a super-de-duper long, gigantic section.
Like super-de-duper long?
Pretty super-de-duper.
Hopefully it's good shit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, this first little section is called Tola and Jair Judge Israel. Okay?
Okay.
So there's this Tola and Jair are two different people, and they are going to judge Israel.
So I'm assuming they're judges.
Right.
Since they're judging.
But I'm going to assume that by judge, it really means lead, not
Possibly.
not like help them fix their
More
laws
likely,
and shit.
the Bible is going to throw us for a loop here and make us think they're actually judging.
Right.
And then we're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because,
That's true.
you know.
After Abimelech died, Tola, son of Pua, son of Dodo. It literally says that.
No, I know. It just, like, that's, like, the funniest stretch of names I think I may have ever heard so far.
Yes. Was the next person to rescue Israel.
Wow, okay.
Tola, son of Pua, son of Dodo. Whatever you say. He was from the tribe of Issachar, but lived in the town of Shamir in the hill country of Ephraim. He judged Israel for 23 years. When he died, he was buried in Shamir. After Tola died, Jair from Gilead judged Israel for 22 years. His 30 sons rode around on 30 donkeys, and they owned 30 towns in the land of Gilead, which are still called the towns of Jair.
And they like the number 30 a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot.
Yeah. When Jair died, he was buried in Cayman, or Cayman.
Okay. Cayman Islands?
Okay. That's the end of that little section.
That was
it's
it.
Not the Cayman Islands. It's
I know.
Cayman with a K.
But
Okay.
that you were right though. They definitely still sound like leading Israel.
Yeah.
Not judging.
They're more
Israel.
kingy than judgy.
Right.
Okay, so here's the next section, and this is a longie.
Sure.
A long boy.
I think maybe the definition of judges in the Bible should be something that we maybe look up too.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
very pertinent to what we're doing.
I did discuss that already. That
in the last Q&A?
I don't remember. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. And that's where we realized
That it might be that.
that the judge the use of the word judge
Yeah.
was throwing us off because it actually is less of a religious or moral or even legal thing, and it was more of, it might have been a military commander, some kind of leader, like a politics kind of thing.
Right.
So we already covered that.
Okay.
I specifically remember that was part of the research because I was really excited to find that out.
Got it.
All right, so we're going to learn about Jephthah.
All right. Is that the first one they mentioned? Or is this other people?
This is, okay, the two that were in the last section, Tola and Jair, they're dead.
Okay.
They're dead.
Sorry. I get confused easily.
I know. Tola did a thing, and then he died.
Okay.
Jair did a thing, and then he died.
And they both 22 years and then 30 and 30 and 30.
Whatever.
Yeah,
They
sure.
were barely worth mentioning.
Right.
So they barely got a mention.
Okay. All right.
So now we're on to the next section.
Got it.
Jephthah delivers Israel from the Ammonites.
Okay. Are these the giants that were supposed to already be dead?
Probably.
Like
That's what the Ammonites
generations
are.
ago?
That's what the Ammonites are.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
Again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight.
Of course they
did. They served the images. That was pretty
I
wicked.
think that should just be like a shirt that we make up or a theme, and it just says, "Of course they did."
Of
Like
course.
that when it just kind of like
Yeah.
Israelites. Of course they did.
Yeah.
I mean that's all it should say. Just
It's
Israelites. Of course they did.
Yep.
That's it.
It's true.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
Whole thought.
It's true.
It is.
So anyway, again, the Israelites did evil in the Lord's sight. Of course they did.
Right.
They served the images of Baal and Ashtoreth.
Again, of course they did. Yeah, right.
And the gods of Aram, Sidon, Moab, Ammon, and Philistia. Man, they were
I'm shocked. Aren't you?
No. They
No?
were looking for help anywhere they could get it.
Yeah. You're not shocked though?
No, not at all. They were cherry picking just like Christians today do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were cherry picking religions. Like they were like, here, I'm trying to get my wife pregnant and it's not taking. So let's worship the fertility goddess. Oh, the crops are coming in bad this year. Let's worship they were doing the whole Greek and Roman gods thing.
Right. I guess I wish that people that read the Bible or that, pitch the Bible to us wouldn't they pitch it as these are God's people, right?
Right.
And I'm like, the fuck they are.
Right.
They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
They just want whatever's going on in their life to be going good. That's it. They don't care beyond that.
They just want to be okay.
Right.
And occasionally murder, rape, and own slaves.
And honestly, they just don't want any god to fucking kill them or
Right.
whatever, anything.
Like most people.
Just, leave us alone. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, let us rape and pillage and own slaves.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but the raping, pillaging, and owning slaves aside, they were just normal people trying to survive.
But when they wanted to own slaves and rape and pillage, they could invoke the Christian God.
Mm-hmm.
Not our. Sorry, I almost said our God. I'm like, no, that's not.
You
correct.
meant the contemporary.
Yeah, like the one that is I'm surrounded with here where I live in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But they could invoke him to stand for those things. I
Right.
mean, those are things that he literally stands for sometimes. I'm like,
Right.
oh, okay. So, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. He could be part of that rotating God circle of, yeah, I want to justify this today.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Because of course they did. They abandoned the Lord. I'm sorry.
Right?
It's just so perfect.
It's just, yeah.
They abandoned the Lord and no longer served him at all. Right.
I gotta wonder how many times the words "abandon the Lord" happen in the Book of Judges.
Happened in the whole Bible.
But even just in the Book of Judges, though,
we should look that up.
It's got to be a lot.
So the Lord burned with anger against Israel.
Yeah.
And he turned them over to the Philistines and the Ammonites.
Again, outsourcing his anger.
Who began to oppress them that year.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's why they were oppressed.
Yep.
God was pissed at them again.
God was pissed at, yeah.
Yeah.
And
they weren't oppressed because they came into these people's lands and tried to take it from them.
Right.
And the people who lived there already said, fuck you, GTFO bitches.
And apparently God cannot handle his own people anymore.
Right.
He outsources that shit to people that he does not agree with.
Yep.
So, okay.
And his morals are not very good if he does that because even if you're not supposed to make deals with the devil. Right. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to negotiate with terrorists. You're not supposed to shake hands with.
That would be like us making a deal with North Korea to fight China or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that doesn't we don't like North Korea. Right. And they're assholes. So why would we do that?
Exactly. Actually, it's interesting because Germany is kind of in that situation right now where they thought that the smart thing to do would be to get all of their gas and power from Russia so that they would be in good, strong relations with them.
And now they got to cut ties because,
Yeah, and it's really going to hurt their economy and hurt their people. And so they're stuck in a position of, we support Ukraine, so we're obviously allowing refugees into our country.
But we can't completely cut these resources off.
They're like, how far do we go before we're hurting our own people?
Right.
And it's a not fair situation, but it's like, you made that choice.
I think that, and they did, and there was somewhat good reasoning for that.
Sure.
But I think that, the way you walk that back is you say, look, we understand we're so tied in with these people, but we're going to start walking this back this way.
Right.
We're going to step 1 is this, step 2 is that, and, so on and so forth, so that it doesn't impact but we do want to say out loud, we are walking this back. You know, like we want to distance ourselves from this regime. So
it's almost just too late though. It's so entwined,
right.
I don't know. And with the pipelines,
yep.
It's just too much.
It is.
So that was a good analogy that I made, but I don't know how I got there. I'm going to read now.
Completely off track now.
My bad.
But hey, that's all good.
For 18 years, they oppressed all the Israelites east of the Jordan River. Ooh,
just the east ones.
Side
the
gang.
2. Yeah. Just the east side, huh?
Just the east side.
Well,
gang.
remember how we were talking the other day how this is a lot of localized stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily all the tribes, but some of them go bad from time to time.
Right.
But not all of them.
Right.
So
for 18 years, they oppressed all the Israelites east of the Jordan River in the land of the Amorites, that is in Gilead. Okay, so they were fucking with east side gang.
Yeah.
The Ammonites also crossed to the west side of the Jordan and attacked Judah, Benjamin, and Ephraim. The Israelites were in great distress.
Yeah,
I bet they were.
Yeah.
Finally, they cried out to the Lord for help, saying, "We have sinned against you because we have abandoned you as our God and have served the images of Baal." The Lord replied, "Did I not rescue you from the Egyptians, the Amorites, the Ammonites, the Philistines, the Sidonians, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites,
I got a question though.
What?
Who the fuck is he talking to now? Like, there's not like a set person he talks to anymore. Is he just like writing this in the sand, or like does he sending a donkey to talk to them about it? Is the angel of the Lord stopping by and saying, "Hey, yo, what's up? I got a message for you"?
Or is he like doing a thing through somebody's dream?
Has he got a loudspeaker? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, what's going on here?
I have no idea.
They don't like. We had Moses, right?
Yeah.
And we had
So when it goes, the Lord
or
said,
Joshua.
we just always assumed that the words were given to Moses or whoever. But now we're
kidding you. Oh.
Oh.
No, never mind.
Oh. Did the
Sorry.
recording not stop?
The recording. No, it's just frozen.
Oh
I
my
thought we
God.
had lost the recording there. We're still going.
Oh,
So,
hi, sorry.
we're back.
Nothing.
This is our new recording studio thing that we're doing, and technical issues abound.
What are you
But
talking about?
we've got the sound figured out.
Nothing
It's
ever
just
happened.
Our crappy computer lags the fuck out, so
Nothing ever happened.
nothing. Yeah, nothing to see here.
You went on way too long explaining.
I did. Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about who is God talking to.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
before it was the words have been given to Moses, but who is he giving the words to
Right.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
okay.
not really like a person.
Right.
I mean, I guess the judges probably are the ones, but they don't really spell that out.
Yeah,
Whereas
that's
before it was
not-
spelled out. It was Moses, it was Joshua, it was whoever, you know?
I think that this falls under the authorship of this book falls under the Deuteronomist,
Okay.
since this is one of the Deuteronomistic
So is it just
histories.
assumed that the priests in general are the ones that are relaying these words?
I honestly don't know, because all I know is that the Deuteronomists came in and fixed it up afterwards, like they wrote everything afterwards.
Right.
So
And they were heavy into the priests too. So I mean,
So at the very, very least, they had a hand in copying down God's word.
right.
At the most, they might have actually made up God's words. You know what I mean?
At the most, I would say that's the most likely.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, okay, at the very, very least, they were responsible for writing this down.
Right.
Well after it happened.
Yeah.
Even more likely is that in addition to just copying it down, they also made up God's words.
Right.
And did not attribute any kind of man to this because
they're just speaking out of their asses, basically.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, here we're like blowing through history. This guy let him and died. This other guy let him and died.
Right.
Okay, now let's get to the good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so when they oppressed you, continued God,
Yeah.
you cried out to me for help, and I rescued you. Yet you have abandoned me and served other gods. So I will not rescue you anymore.
Yeah. Never again.
Nuh-uh.
There's not even any more Bible to go.
We are never, ever, ever getting back together. Go and cry out to... That was pretty good.
God's theme song for the Israelites.
Yep,
That's awesome.
Go and cry out to the gods you have chosen. Let them rescue you. Let them rescue you in your hour of distress.
Yeah.
But the Israelites pleaded with the Lord
Yeah,
and said,
please.
we have sinned. Punish us as you see fit. Only rescue us today from our enemies. Then the Israelites put aside their foreign gods and served the Lord.
They're foreign gods.
They're foreign
These
gods.
are gods they've been worshiping like the whole fucking time.
Think about it. So there was the first guy did like 20 years and then died. The second guy, at the beginning of this chapter, right? Second guy did like 20 years and then died.
Right.
That was 40 years right there. Even though they were behaving under the leadership, you can't tell me that they weren't at least secretly worshiping these other gods.
You know they were, because they dropped this shit like a hot potato after they're fucking done.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So at least those 40 years, on top of the other years before that, when they were coming in the first place and getting settled.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nigh on a fucking century, I'm betting, that they have been on and off.
Right.
Worshiping these gods.
Easily. The last time they didn't worship these gods might have been just as they were leaving fucking Egypt.
Right.
Maybe. But even then, they might not have even covered it.
Okay, they might have been worshiping these other gods on their way to Egypt.
It's quite possible. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, whatever. You guys and your loony gods.
The whole thing bothers me. Like, I'm like, God, this is so stupid.
It's just the Greek and Roman gods, but for some reason, this one lasted, and I hate it because it's nothing different.
Yeah, you're right. Like, yeah, this was definitely a book of gods, but they wanted this one to win out of the gods.
Right.
Like, this is like if Zeus had just triumphed, quote unquote, over the other gods.
Right.
And then we shall not speak of those other gods that are, whatever.
That still have names.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, this I don't understand why this one. Why this one?
Because somebody wanted it to happen real bad. I don't know. You know what? It's an agenda. It's a fucking agenda. They wanted slavery. They wanted to be able to rule people without question under these types of guidelines. And so there you go. There's God. It's a fucking rule book that somebody wanted to implement. That's all.
I hate it so much.
So.
All right.
Sorry, I went off a lot in this episode.
No, that's fine. There's a lot to say. There's a lot happening here,
Right.
Okay, and he was grieved by their misery. So.
Wait, who was grieved by their
God
misery?
was grieved. Okay, so they were crying. The Israelites were like, help us, please, Lord.
So God's given into his, I'm never going to help you again. Okay.
Yeah, and they were like, you can punish us. We don't care. Please just help us.
Yeah, just burn a few of us. We'll be good.
Right. And so he was grieved by their misery.
Yeah.
At that time, the armies of Ammon had gathered for war and were camped in Gilead. And the people of Israel assembled and camped at Mizpah. The leaders of Gilead said to each other, whoever attacks the Ammonites first will become ruler over all the people of Gilead. The end.
What does that have to do with God? It's just like...
I have no idea.
Whoever's the stupidest and runs out there to these fucking idiots that are going to try to kill us, you guys get to be in charge.
Yep.
Whoever lives out of you guys.
Yep.
Because, you're going first. So.
Yep. So you must be touched.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But that wasn't even God speaking. That was just them saying, hey, whoever wins this, whoever goes first... You guys get to be in charge.
Right.
And in charge of people who are going to, not follow you for any length of time because they don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, this chapter was fun.
It was fun, but I'm kind of getting sick of the yo-yo back and forth about are we with God or are we not? Are we with God or are we not?
This whole book is about, the entire Bible is about people coming to God, going away from God and coming back to God.
Right.
The whole book is supposed to be about consequences of choice and forgiveness and redemption and all of that.
I get it. And there's supposed to be some sort of fucking message here about God's forgiveness and people's stupidity of leaving God and shit, right? But
look at the bad things that happen when you leave God. And it's like, Jesus, look at the bad things that happen when you choose God.
Right. And look at the bad things that happen when you're not with God because God is choosing the other fucking side.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but this is just a bunch of crap, just as usual with the Bible, where God is just being a dick as usual.
Yeah.
And true. Not only that, but he can't even handle his own shit. He just, like I said, he just outsources it.
Yeah.
That
kills me.
You need the ITA, the Israelite Trade Agreement or something.
Oh my God. That was really bad, my love.
I had to do it in my head real quick because I couldn't. My brain wasn't working fast enough.
That was so bad.
It's that post-COVID shit,
Is that what it is? Okay.
All right. I'm done. I'm done today.
We're done.
All right, what are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Saturday.
Fuck, I can't even keep track of what day it is.
I know.
Shit.
So tomorrow is Saturday,
so we're doing
and we are doing the Q&A.
All right.
And then Sunday is our replay.
Yep.
And then Monday we'll come back for Judges chapter 11.
Sounds wonderful. Let's get on out of here.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye. Husband.
Wife.
You know what today is?
Today is Saturday.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Are you ready for a Q?
I am. Yeah, we have Q's. I'm ready for some A's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you hoping I have some A's?
I really am, because I had a lot of Q's, I think, but I don't know if we have a lot of A's.
I have a few A's. I don't know if they went with your Q's.
Damn it.
So let's put your Q's and my A's together and see what we come up with.
All right. Let's go do this.
Okay, bye. Okay, so you know how just then when I said, okay, bye.
You said, okay, bye. I was like, what the hell? We're not leaving. We're coming right back.
I know. So I wanted to address that right off the top. Not bye like, bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye like that segment.
Yeah.
We don't really know what we're doing at all.
I say things that...
We just say whatever comes to our heads.
Yeah.
And it's not always correct.
No, I know.
Like the things that we say are definitely not always
It's
correct.
so true. It's so true. But I was just like, oh, we're at the end of this segment. Bye. And that's what I meant. But like, no, but we
Right.
still
You
have
probably
more.
just lost half of our audience.
Oh, wow.
They're all gone now.
If they were going to leave over something so silly, I mean, good grief. If that's what sent them off.
Right. Yeah, no. That would be bad.
I mean, I've done so much more egregious things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay. So the first thing I want to go over is, remember we were asking about what's the difference between the angel of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord, and then God himself,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
So, it's really hard to get into a conversation about that because, of course, if you have atheist scholars, they're like, well, none of it's real, so why
Right.
bother, right?
That's,
But then-
you know what? I've stopped you right there for 1 second.
Okay.
Because that's one of my pet peeves on Twitter when we're talking about, like discussing religion and stuff. Let
me just cut you off. Are you trying to say that some atheists have fucking sticks up their asses?
Well, yeah, like
Yeah,
they won't
they
play
do.
along. They won't just be like, okay, let's take this as a hypothetical. If there is a God, let's just have a little bit of fun with this. I get it. I understand why some people have a right to be upset a lot of the times. Probably way more than I do because I didn't even grow up with religion. But sometimes I just want people to be like, just play, just
or if you
pretend.
don't want to, don't comment.
Right? Yeah,
Like,
I think that's what bothers me.
You don't have to fucking
Like-
be like, I'm here to show you that I have a stick up my ass and I think you're dumb. The end.
Because I'll ask questions like, if God is da 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 da, and I hashtag it with atheists, so obviously I'm like, yeah, I don't believe in God, but then somebody's like, well, that's a non-starter because I don't believe in God, or
Yeah.
God doesn't exist, and da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, no shit,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just the spirit of the question, just go along with it for a
Right.
minute,
Right.
But I also get it. I understand they want to not acknowledge God in any way whatsoever, but at the same
Which
time,
is fine. You can.
don't acknowledge my post then.
Right. Right. Exactly. So, those atheists that have sticks up their butts.
Yeah.
They're the same ones that I'm talking about over here.
Right. And I'm sorry, I just didn't mean to go on a rant.
Oh
about
no, you're
that,
fine.
so.
You're fine. Because it's true.
Right.
Some of them suck, because you know why?
You know what? Some
Because
people suck. All
that's
types
what I
of
was
people
gonna say.
suck.
Because you know why? Because they're human, and
Right.
humans suck. That's
true.
why.
That is true.
And some suck more than others.
That is a
and
universal truth.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like sex, gender, or religion, or lack thereof. Like
Some definitely suck more than others, though.
oh yeah, there's shades of sucking.
Yeah.
Gradient. There's definitely a
It
spectrum.
goes all the way from like Mother Teresa to Trump.
I mean, I wouldn't use Mother Teresa because she wasn't as sweet and
Oh, she wasn't?
apple pie as
No, whatever. Whoever's sweet and apple
history.
pie is,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That person
That
to Trump.
That nice person.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about the difference between the angel of the Lord, the spirit of the Lord, and
Right,
God, right?
right, yeah.
And it's really hard to get a finite answer because, we've got atheist scholars that are like, it's a dumb question.
Right.
And then we've got Bible apologists that are like, oh, clearly it's a sign of Jesus come before.
It's always a fucking sign of Jesus.
Yeah.
It's always a sign of Jesus.
So these are the kinds of answers that you get though when you're looking for this stuff, and you're like,
Right.
no, I'm not here to like praise the Lord, but nor am I here to say it doesn't matter because it's not real. You
Right,
know?
right.
I'm here to say, what did they mean though? What
Yeah.
did they mean? Not what do you think they mean? What did they mean?
Right.
Not what do you mean?
I mean, and that's nearly, it's impossible
It
to
is
say
impossible.
between translations and,
Right.
thousands of years ago.
yeah,
It's just not.
our cat is playing with something on the table. I just thought I'd point that out.
A chip.
Oh,
That'd be a
okay.
chip. Yeah.
Okay. Our cat eats
Potato chips.
potato chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Or tortilla
Not
chips.
salsa. Tortilla chips. Yeah.
What a fucking weirdo. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, it gets really difficult trying to find an answer. For the most part, it's thought that they're kind of the same-ish, but it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, if it is God's word, it is his word, whether it's spoken directly or funneled through an avatar.
Got it. But my contention was that they were all at the same place.
Right.
They were all talking at that same place. Like there was the prophet, the angel of the Lord, and then the Lord himself talked.
Right.
According to the
Yeah.
the Bible, right?
According to this translation that we're reading.
Right, yeah, sure.
And that could have been bad too.
No, definitely. I fully acknowledge that. But the way it was said was as though it was 3 different entities.
Sure. Yeah. So basically my answer is
we don't know.
Damn it. Yeah. Sorry about that one, but at least we got to air our grievances a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next one, the next little tidbit of trivia that I wanted to cover was, remember when Gideon was sent down by God to go spy on these 2 guys that were talking, and they were like, "You had a dream."
Yes.
And it was like,
yeah, he was like standing, like apparently he was standing close enough to hear them talking about a fucking dream.
Yeah, and the dream was of a loaf of barley bread tumbled into the camp, and it struck my tent, and it fell, overturned, and collapsed. And you were like, how could a loaf of bread be that heavy that it knocked over your fucking tent? And how did you go from like success to fail? Like, how do you get that out of a loaf of barley bread? Well, here's the thing about that. It was significant because only the very poor ate barley bread.
Okay.
Because it was food for dogs and cattle.
Ah.
And so the vision meant that the camp of the Midianites would be knocked over by a humble nobody.
Oh, that's who Gideon was?
Yeah.
The guy who has 43 pounds of gold now?
No. Well, yeah.
I'm just saying,
It just meant that the camp was gonna fall.
Okay.
And
whatever.
Whatever.
Right. There's a lot of problems with that.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't have been that close. B, they wouldn't have been fucking talking about a barley bread thing knocking over tents.
It was definitely a parable or whatever at best.
Yeah. And it was, I think, a poor one.
A very bad one.
Just my opinion.
Most Bible ones are. For 2 reasons. 1, because the right can't meme. And 2, because these people are from like thousands of years ago.
So like
and their sense of humor is so like a rock. Because they didn't have YouTube. So like fuck them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
like now we can literally play the lava game because
I know
you can do special effects and make the lava game a real thing.
The floor is
awesome,
lava.
Right? I love those videos, by the way.
I know.
The ones that take those things it's lava.
They're funny.
Yeah.
So that's on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we had another question. Remember when Gideon, he did a lot of winning, and he took, he had everybody give him earrings of gold.
Yeah.
And there were so many pounds.
Yep.
And then he melted them down, smelt it, and dealt it, and made a sacred ephod out of it.
Yes.
And we were like,
yeah, right.
That's a chest plate. What the fuck are you doing with that, dork?
Right.
Okay. So, okay, hold on. Sorry, I lost my place.
Ephod.
Yeah. So we remember that happened, and we remember what an ephod is.
You know what impressed me the most?
What?
Is that we remembered what the fucking ephod was.
I know, right? Like, we're real Bible scholars now.
Because it's not like we take notes before we go into these episodes.
Oh, hell no.
We're just pulling this out of our goddamn ass. So.
Yeah.
And then there it was. We remembered what an ephod was. We're
I know.
Damn. That was kind of impressive.
That was pretty
impressive. We impressed
impressive.
ourselves just
then. Yeah. That was really awesome.
Yeah.
And we both did.
Right.
That's not often. Usually it's one of us and the other one's like, really?
Right, because one of us said it, and then one of us was like, yeah, isn't that supposed to be like the chess piece? And so we both knew.
We knew.
And we're like, damn, we both knew.
That's good
Sorry,
stuff right there.
We're tooting our own horn way too much here.
It's very exciting when we know a thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, I mean,
that's all
it
I'm
doesn't
gonna
happen
say.
often. So
no, it really doesn't. So, okay. So here's a little bit of story behind that. Okay.
Yep.
So, over in Ephraim, those people over there, the Midians, I think, they had the tabernacle set up there for worship for Israel. Okay.
Okay.
It was in Shiloh at this moment in time. Okay. At this exact moment, it moved a lot, but this particular day or whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
The center of worship, the tabernacle, was in Shiloh, which was in the territory of Ephraim. Okay.
Okay.
And so Gideon was like, everybody's going over there to worship, and I think that they should come over here to me to worship because I'm like kingly-ish.
But that's the
I know.
temple. You gotta go to the temple.
Yes, I know.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I hear you.
Okay.
That he he started out such a good guy, but in his older age, he became more and more and more bad and evil. And
it didn't really portray that very well, though.
It
I mean,
did
we
in
got
that-
that a little bit, like
we got that because he was asking for the gold and because he made the thing in the first place. And,
right.
you know, he made a lot of wives and stuff. We commented on it.
No, we did.
He got uppity. Power corrupts.
Okay.
Money corrupts.
All right. Fair enough.
And so he had all the wives, right? He had all the land. He had all of the everything, but he didn't have the glory of the people coming to worship at his place. They were going over there where they had a rivalry.
Right.
And so it looked like to him, to his stupid eyes, it looked like Ephraim had all the prestige and the influence and stuff like that.
Right.
Like he wasn't looking at it as, but they're
he
praising
was jealous
the Lord.
of
He was
them.
jealous. Yeah. So he put that up as like on a post as something to represent, like, look at this fine piece that it was made all together out of our fighting that we did together.
Because I was in the Lord's favor and yada yada.
Yes,
yada. Right.
yes. And so you know, we beat them, and so we should give thanks to the Lord every time we look at this thing.
But here's the thing though about that.
Okay.
Okay. The thing about that is this that I'm going to say just now.
Yes. What is it? Oh my God. What?
Sorry. So they have before decided that they were going to worship in another place, or and God did not like these things happening.
Right.
Like, he was not happy at all about that.
Right.
And remember when who was it, the East Side Gang decided to put up that the rock thing to remind the future generations.
Yes, the altar.
They thought they were gonna worship. They were ready to go to war with those fuckers.
I know.
I'm like, and God probably would have backed them.
Yeah.
If it was true that they were. I mean, like, this is a big deal. You got to worship at the tabernacle.
But this is several years down the line now. Joshua is dead.
So you're telling me God's a different person and he doesn't care as much?
That's what the Bible has told me.
I mean, that's kind of what I gather too.
The Bible has told me that with each successive generation, God steps back more and more.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
There's fewer and fewer magic-y things and fewer reasons to actually worship him.
But why? Why?
Because he's not real.
No, I know. But like, why does God in the Bible, in this fictional book that we're reading about a God who is all powerful and all seeing?
So, do you want the Bible apologist answer?
Sure.
Because the Bible apologist answer is God continued to pull back more and more because mankind continued to not listen to him, and he just got so tired of dealing with their stupidness that he just pulled away.
But he promised time and time again that if they kept being stupid, he was just going to kill them all.
But it was just, he loved his creation too much.
I call bullshit. He lit him on fire, fucking, dropped in the fucking earth and all kinds of shit.
I totally agree with you. Like, I'm not arguing that. I'm just telling you what a Bible apologist would say.
Right, all right.
They would tell you that, humanity became too evil, and so God had to look away because it hurt him too much, and it, made him sad cry and whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. It is bullshit. It's total bullshit.
It is. It's complete bullshit.
The fact of the matter is God doesn't exist, and it's
right.
clear from this book that at the very least, this God doesn't exist.
Exactly.
The whole story is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was another thing that we were going to talk about, the ephod. Like, why did they do that?
Right.
Okay. Remember when Abimelech, not Gideon.
Yeah,
Abimelech.
we had a question. Yeah, we wanted to know about that.
Okay, so remember when Abimelech, he wanted to take over, and because his daddo died.
Yeah. Right.
And he was like, okay, I'm going to take over, except that, oopsie, I've got these 70 brothers over here.
Right, so just dispatch those guys.
But those are on his dad's side. So he goes to his mom's side of the family, and he's like, oh my gosh, you guys,
right.
I need money and help. Can you please?
You guys need to support me.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they did. They gave him the money, but they didn't understand, according to what I read, they didn't understand that he was going to use that money to hire murderers to help him take care of
his brothers.
Right. They were giving him money to, as startup, to help him in, begin his campaign to become the new leader of the people.
He's gonna, decide to I'm going to show my worth and become
Yes.
the new leader.
And so they put their faith in him, and they put all their money in him, and he betrayed them.
So no wonder they rebelled after 3 years.
Yeah.
They're like, well, he's kind of an asshole, so we'll let him get away with this for a bit. But
yeah.
But
So
as soon as we get a chance,
he killed on one side of the family. He killed them all. On the other side, he betrayed their trust.
yeah,
And robbed them.
right.
And something to keep in mind too is that the money that they gave him, even though it did come from his mother's side,
Yeah.
the actual coins came from the temple of Baal.
Oh,
So it was blood money. It
right.
was bad worship, evil money.
Yeah,
And that came around to bite them all in the ass.
Right.
In Bible canon
Yeah,
world.
right.
Like what
And I'm
comes
assuming
around
this
goes
is
around.
from like other texts that exist out in the world or something.
No, because the actual Bible says they gave him 70 silver coins
Right.
from the temple of Baal Berith,
Oh,
which he
okay,
used
okay.
to hire some reckless troublemakers
Yeah,
who agreed
yeah.
to follow him.
All right, you're right. Okay.
So it's there. We just didn't think
Read
of
into
it.
it enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I read that, I thought that is something that, although we didn't really ask about, it's something we should probably be aware of.
Sure. Yeah.
That he was not nice, even on his mom's side.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
I mean, not cool, but
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one.
But he got a millstone in the end, though.
He
That was
sure did.
Really cool.
He sure as fuck did.
That was awesome.
That was cool. Okay, so remember we had a question about it's Judges chapter 9 verse 6. Then all the leading citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo called a meeting under the terebinth oak beside the pillar at Shechem and made Abimelech their king.
Right. And we said,
we were
that
like-
oak right there.
Yeah, and
That
we were
one-
like,
the one oak.
what the fuck are you even talking about? What does
Right.
all that mean? So, okay, first of all, the citizens of Shechem and Beth Millo. What's a Beth Millo? We never heard of that before, right? A Millo, it originally referred to a rampart or earthwork, and it may have developed into a reference to fortresses or, something to that effect.
Okay.
So basically, the citizens of Shechem and whatever this probably town center building
Got it.
is the guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So that's what that is. And then Abimelech's coronation took place at the same tree where Joshua had solemnly placed a copy of the law of God under that terebinth oak tree.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
he definitely was not with God.
Right. That's the point, is that like the words of God are written right there.
He's basically spitting in God's face.
Yeah. And on his ancestors' faces.
Right. And
yeah.
then that's why it was so important to show that he was ultimately killed with disgrace and people left him. So
And that's why also it was important to say the oak.
Right.
The
that
oak.
Yeah. Right.
The one where dude left the word of God, and
Right.
then also the one where dude became king or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was kind of important.
Sure.
I still don't know what that means. Is it just a type of tree or some shit?
I don't think that really matters,
it doesn't
honestly. I
matter.
think it's more to the point that Joshua did something there. Is that what she said, Joshua?
Joshua was the one that left the words there.
Okay, he left the
word of God
word
there.
of God there. And so the fact that he did that and then Abimelech was coronated there
Right.
just shows that he was
How far the people had strayed.
Yeah, exactly. And more than that, it showed good cause for God to be angry and spiteful at him. I
Because
guess.
not only was Abimelech bad, like he betrayed one side, murdered the other, and then led the people to crown him their leader on the same spot.
Right.
Like, how much worse can you get, dude?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened.
Okay,
here's another one. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. This is the last one, and it's we already knew it.
Okay.
Remember at that very end, the one brother that got away, right?
Yeah.
Jotham.
Right.
And he climbed to the top
Gerizim.
of Mount Gerizim and
Yeah.
shouted, right?
Uh-huh.
And he did that whole long song shouty thing.
Right.
And then ran away again.
Was that Cursed Mountain?
That was Blessed Mountain.
Blessed Mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was one of the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
Blessed Mountain.
Okay.
Yep. So
It's odd that he climbed Blessed Mountain to curse them.
Well,
I guess he wasn't cursing them.
he was blessing God.
Right. Okay.
That's why, because he was true to God's, orders and stuff. And he was saying, oh, God be with me, and God, don't turn your back on these people. And,
right.
God is great. God is good. Let us thank him for the food, that
Right.
whole thing. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's where
so he went up
at.
on Blessed Mountain and yelled at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He yelled loud.
Yelled loud, yeah.
And then
if
hid.
you gotta yell from the top of a mountain, you gotta raise that voice up a little bit.
Yeah, but don't forget that the Cursed Mountain and the Blessed Mountain, they're right next to each other, and you can stand on one or the other and hear what's being shouted.
Yeah, but you gotta shout, I'm sure.
It's
a fucking mountain.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
But I'm just saying.
Right. All right, we're just rambling now.
Well, yeah.
So let's go ahead and end this for today.
Okay. That was our Q&A for Judges chapters 6 through 10, and then tomorrow we will have our replay, and then Monday we will be back for Judges chapter 11.
All right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye. Husband.
Yes, wife?
Remember how you told me we're on Patreon now?
Yeah, why?
Because we're starting something new for Patreon members only. Every couple of weeks, we'll cover something in the news, a current event, or something we feel strongly needs to be discussed. And only subscribers get to hear our discussion.
That's right. It's all for our Patreon members as a thank you for their support. Join now for as little as $2 a month to get all of our extra content. Go to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Do it now. Husband, it's the end.
It is indeed, wife.
Tell the people where they can contact us.
Well, they can get a hold of us via our email, which is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. We have Twitter at sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh, why do you know? Why do you keep doing that? Ugh. All right, we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page, and a Pinterest page. But if you really want to get our attention, Twitter's where it's at.
Twitter is where you're at.
Yeah.
And they should also review, like, and subscribe, yeah?
Definitely. Apple Podcasts reviews help us out tremendously. And we also can use your support on Patreon, which is a great place to support us as well. That would be at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse.
Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.